I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack, a dack, dack, a ack.
Enter, brother.
That's right. Come on in. With that password, guess what? You now have full access to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5.
Thank you, LeBron.
Not 6.
Appreciate it.
Not 7.
No matter how many.
And when I say that, I really believe it.
I got it. No matter
Was
how
he talking
you
about
listen
Otani
in.
walks last night?
Okay, yeah, right.
Is that what he was talking about, Danny G?
All right,
3,
okay.
4, 5.
Danny G needed baby oil last night because I just
He
see
did.
him texting and all that. Moist after that. All right. Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, SiriusXM.
Wow.
And now live.
We'll do it live.
On YouTube.
Do it live.
Thank you.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
That's
do
right.
it.
Do it.
Do it.
That's right. I just came from Dodger Stadium. And guess what,
That was a
Alex?
what?
They let you in?
I had a.
Oh boy.
You see what I got here? I had a glizzy in my mouth. 2 Brooklyn dogs. They were
What?
so good.
Same time?
No.
I had to move the sauerkraut.
All right, we starting early, Rob G.
The limited Otani dogs.
Okay.
Then he threw up in
All
his
right,
mouth. That's
yeah.
what happened if he
All
had that. As soon as you was biting that thing, they're like, oh,
All
by the
right.
way, these are the Otani specials. You were like,
I would have threw up in my mouth right there.
I'm sorry.
All
I'm
right.
looking for the
Man.
Aaron Judge dog.
There you go.
You have now officially become, by the way, my Twitter goes crazy when Otani does anything.
know,
About you, though. About you, not about it.
I know
Yo,
it's about,
Dub, tell your mans.
Tell your mans.
Tell him I'm getting all the texts. Soon as Otani going crazy, I know your man's not gonna say that.
I know he's sick now. I know he.
As matter of fact, when we go to commercial, call Brian Kenny on 3-way. I got something to say to him
We
too.
got BK. All
yeah,
right,
call
we gotta
BK.
We'll
Told
call
you he was
BK.
trying to rationalize, make you not crazy yesterday or whatever day. Yesterday
Yes.
made me mad. Put him on 3-way.
All right, hey, say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
And we are indeed the odd couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington, on this Trash Talking Tuesday. Here on the Odd Couple, your chance to trash anyone, anything in the world of sports. And you'll need our phone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake. Sorry about that, Barry. Write it down, commit it to memory, 877-99 on Fox. For you laymen, that's 877-996-6369.
It's not trigonometry.
And if you hear feedback on the line, that's right, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say, tough, because
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
that's right. Let's go. Big show. Let me welcome in my co-host. He is
Kelvin Washington. Man, your boy is on E. Rob G called me to do our normal chat, and I was like, I ain't got it, man. You know I get up at 3:50 to do a morning show, and you know what time that game went off. And I'm tired, boss. Him tired. What a game. You know it's bad. Well, you know it's epic when you got to stay up. Your own wife rolled over the bed. You got to finish it. I was like, all right.
And then you said the game?
I did say that, actually. Well, I'm pretty good at the other one.
I did pull out.
So I got 3 kids over here, okay? That's the problem.
I would say you're not good.
And then I had the nerve to call Rob G later today to talk about the show, and what a Debbie Downer that was.
Why? Because Rob G's like, the game's
It's
too
too long. There's no
long.
scoring. It's no this.
Yeah, and Rob G
What
was
about
like,
the people who have responsibilities?
Rob,
What?
it's a once-in-a-lifetime deal, Rob G.
The more I listen to you, Rob G, the more you make me realize me and Rob ain't the odd couple. Maybe it's me and you.
Rob G's an old guy. He's
Rob
an
G's
old
a hater.
fogey.
As soon as I saw in the group text quick bump before we go to work today. I was like, you know what, guys? Relax. Relax.
It's all good.
I might shoot. I'm saying I need a little pick-me-up.
All right. Hey, be sure to check out our brand new YouTube channel. That's right. You can watch us live on YouTube right now. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, Odd Couple on FSR. And you should subscribe. Let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without him. Rob G is our producer. Alex is our engineer. Steve DeSager's at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the show. And, of course,
Never heard of him.
Elijah.
Who?
Our social media guru. I did tell you I just came from Dodger Stadium. I did the pregame.
Oh, God.
Oh, God, it was right. It was crazy there. And
yeah.
people, of course, were still buzzing. And it was, I ate a couple of dogs. It was good.
Yeah.
Good time lunch.
That was good. What time you get out there? I might have to pull up. Well, I'll be there tomorrow morning, super early, doing
Yeah.
the morning show from there. But
No, I get there at 12:49, something like that, Pacific time.
You could just 45 or 1 me.
I'm sorry.
Like you could be like 12:45 or 1.
I
You
just
don't
remember
12:49 me.
12:49.
That's kind of crazy, Rob.
I'm sorry.
Did you get? I don't want to know your exact
I got there at
12:49.
12:49. That's what you asked me.
That's a little over the top.
Wow. That's what I remember.
I'm gonna need you to round up for your boy.
My watch saying 12:49.
Okay.
That's what I remember.
I'm just curious.
Normally I don't.
All the festivities, but that's a little, because I'm there too early tomorrow.
All right, and let's get into this because I do want to hear what people say on this. This is very interesting to me, and I'm sure you as well.
Yeah.
Rob G, last night, Shohei Ohtani, enough with the walks, okay, the intentional walks. The Blue Jays were playing scared. Oh, my God, Ohtani, I know he hit a couple of home runs and people are going crazy. Can you please fill us in on what happened last night, and we'll get into it?
Well, Otani basically had 2 great games last night, all right?
Yeah,
First
we
off,
played 2 games.
he started out 4 for 4. 2 doubles, 2 homers, including a game-time blast in the 7th inning. From that point on, he was intentionally walked basically 5 times.
Yeah, we got to call it 5.
4 of them were intentional. The 5th one's like, we're not actually going to intention, but we're not actually going to throw it over the plate. Everything's going to be
that was
7 inches off the plate.
But you could have done that on all of those instead of giving him like making him feel special. I would have just pitched
Instead
around
of making him feel special.
Because now he's like, oh, they're afraid of me. They don't want to.
I kind of think he thinks he knows he's special.
They're afraid of me, and they're not going to pitch to me the rest of the series. I can't believe this.
So after the game, Blue Jays manager John Schneider was asked about the never-ending walks for Shohei Ohtani, and he says, quote, he had a great game. He's a great player. But I think after that, talking about the 7th inning home run, you just kind of take the bat out of his hands. So the speculation from that point was, well, are they just not going to pitch to Ohtani the rest of the series then? And Bob Nightingale caught up with the manager today before Game 4. And he said, are you guys actually going to intentionally walk Ohtani to lead off the game then if you're going to take the bat out of his hands? Schneider says, quote, we haven't decided yet.
Okay.
So it's on the table.
John Schneider, the manager of the Toronto Blue Jays, is a coward with a capital C. You hear me? Is this on? Come on now. Ohtani's all of a sudden that you can't pitch to him? I get in certain situations. I'm with you, Kelvin. He almost blew the game in the 9th inning when he put him on with nobody out. And if he didn't slide off the bag, what would have happened? Man on second, they probably would have won the game right there because you were too coward to pitch to Shohei Ohtani. And in reality, the longer it went, the more your odds are that he wasn't going to get another hit because he was 4 for 4. If you're a great player, you actually get 3 hits every 10 times up. That makes you a great player. So the odds swing in the other way after he goes 4 for 4. There are circumstances. I get it. 2nd and 3rd and first base open. I get that. Create a force at every base. They hit a ground ball somewhere. You can force out at any base, right? Mm-hmm. I get that. Putting him on with nobody on in the 9th inning and talking about maybe we'll decide if we walk him to lead off the game. Get off of it. Nobody's that good. If I'm a pitcher on the Toronto Blue Jays, whatever happened to competition? Is he hitting with a tennis racket? What am I looking at? Are you kidding me? I'm a major league pitcher. I can get Shohei Ohtani out. Guess what he batted this year? 280. Guess what he was batting before last night? 225. Stop it. This over-glorification. Oh, my God. We've never seen anything like this. We should just walk him. Ohtani, why don't we give you 4 RBIs and 4 home runs and you don't have to do anything? Where's the competition that's involved? There's no strategy here. This is being a coward with a capital C. It almost makes you want to root against the Blue Jays if you're going to play scared. Attack that dude. He has weaknesses. In this playoff, he struck out 16 out of 34 at-bats at one point, Kelvin.
No,
so there's holes in his batting stance, and you can get him out. I tip my cap. He had a great night. You're not going to pitch to him? I'm not buying it.
So you absolutely are right in that. To me, there's a level of gamesmanship. There's 2 parts to this, Rob. One part is sometimes at the end of the day, whatever the sport may be, we also like the game. And so, for instance, I use it like a hack-a-shack. Nobody's saying you can't hack-a-shack at times. It's strategic, right? Game's close, 6-7 minutes get left, you're down a handful of points. But the idea of, hey, Rob, soon as the game starts, we're hacking shack the entire game, you lose the spirit of the game, right?
100%.
If the Eagles said, all right, from beginning of the game, we're tush pushing, period. Because we figure we can get 2-3 yards every time, 2-3 times 4, you know, 2 or 3 4, that's 12, and then we get a no, use it when you need it. We get it. 4th and 1, you're on the end zone, you're on the goal line, we get it. And so the intentional walk is created for that. So the idea that you would go into it knowing we're going to intentional walk, and what does that say to your team is also what I'm interested in. Because your pitchers had done relatively well. Otani's been fantastic the last handful of games. We know that. But what does that say to your team when the message is, man, we're walking him, period? Like, no, hey, our pitching staff can do well. Your catcher can call a game. Your outfield can say, hey, man, he ain't going to hit on run, and I can catch some deep balls if they come out my way. So I think that might send a bad message. Also, when you look at this, baseball been around 150 years, whatever it is. Before last night, only Albert Pujols had been intentionally walked with the bases empty in a World Series game, and that was back against the Rangers. They did that in Game 5 of the 2011 World Series.
Because it's crazy.
So that's my point. This never happens. It happened once with 14 years ago with Albert Pujols. And if you're talking about the single-season record of all time being walked, it goes to Andre Dawson back in 1990. They walked him 5 times. Lou Piniella walked him 5 times. So if you're calling it 4 with Ohtani, or really was 5, then he would match that if we're keeping it real. I just don't like it because what it does to me, it takes the spirit of the game. It takes why we love game. It takes the competition away. And it would lead to me, them having conversations in the offseason. You know, they have those meetings. What do we need to do? Conversation about rule changes. And they would start to have a rule change consideration. Not saying they would, but that could happen because, or unless you're just saying the prowess, the greatness of Ohtani is the fact that they would consider a rule change like they did with some Wilt Chamberlain type stuff or somebody, you can't dunk, you can't touch the rim because you're too dominant. But I just feel like that's taken away from the spirit of the game to just simply say if this game goes 5, 6, or 7, we're automatically walking him.
I wish they would walk him to start the game. I'm dead serious.
They very well may.
There ain't no way.
He has, 5 home runs in his last?
You know where the first pitch should be?
At real bats?
You know where the first pitch should be? Should be right up under his chin. That's where the first pitch.
What is this, 1992? They don't do that no more.
That's what you want to do. You want to neutralize Ohtani? Make him uncomfortable in the batter's box. Don't make him feel like he's arrived and nobody can get him out. It's absolutely ridiculous. I'm not talking about headhunting.
I know
I'm talking about make him uncomfortable.
Make him feel the heat. Make him uncomfortable.
Make him drop that bat and fall to his stomach. All right? That's what you want to do? That's how you shake that dude up.
The problem is he's a robot. And he would literally get back up, put his bat on the home plate to see how far his distance is, and get right back to it. You know what the craziest part of this is, too? Is that if they walk him, don't walk him, whatever, he himself still has a chance to beat them today on the mound. If he goes 6 or 7,
he might get shelled today.
That's true. But I'm saying the fact that he has a chance to, after what he did yesterday, after what he done before earlier.
If he gets shelled today,
and if he goes 7 innings and gives up 1 and his team, puts up 3 or 4.
7? Oh, man. Are you kidding me?
He went 6 last time.
I'm going to say he goes 3 innings and he gives up 6 runs. How's that?
That would be the easiest bet. I'll take that.
All right.
I ain't going to lie. Was you shooketh? When I told y'all Clayton Kershaw, Rob G, you too,
No,
get some of the
that's
smoke.
That's not what you
I
said.
told y'all
No,
he
you
was
did not.
getting in.
No. That's not what you said.
I don't remember. All I said was Kershaw was getting in.
No, he not. Rob G.
I don't remember that.
He
I don't
said
remember nothing
he
else.
said to close out the World Series.
Well,
with a
they
big
didn't know
lead.
they didn't know they
He
needed
said
more.
they
didn't know they needed more.
No, that was.
Did they know they needed more?
No,
they thought it was over.
No, they did not.
They were like, "Come close this thing
No,
out."
they didn't. The game wasn't. Please stop.
He's doing it on what's tomorrow? Wednesday.
Everybody, let
Clayton
me tell you
coming back.
something. Everybody, all Dodger fans had brown shorts, thinking, "Oh my
Hey,
God!"
You know who else had
You
brown
know
shorts?
that?
Did you see his wife?
Was she like, "Oh my God"?
Man, she was going through it.
The
She-
shorter
Right.
shorts,
High shoot. Oh.
tight
And
pants,
the minute he got out of it,
tighter
she was like, "Oh,
pants.
Lord."
Is that AI? What?
No.
There's no way
That's
I said
not.
that.
That is Rob. That's Rob Trump right there. That's Donald Parker.
the shorter
Right.
shorts,
Keep going. The next one's
tight pants,
That's
That ain't me.
that's
tighter
Donald-
pants.
That's Donald Parker.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. I've been covering Major League Baseball for 39 years, and I'm disgusted by the Blue Jays, disgusted at what they're doing. Are the Blue Jays being cowards by walking Otani on every at-bat? I think they are. Kelvin,
I do too.
he also
Man,
agrees
you
with
gotta-
me.
you gotta
Come
man
on,
up some.
man. Are you kidding me? We'll continue this conversation next with you. Are you cool with this? You like the strategy, or you're with us? Cowards all around north of the border. It is the Odd Couple. On Fox Sports Radio on the Trash Talking Tuesday, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Because it's time for the MLB to accept greatness and change the rules in the US of A.
The New York Metropolitans got their first win of the season, which was a big deal because they had a tumultuous week, to say the least. Woody Johnson came out publicly and said his quarterback was ass.
He did
Aaron
say that.
Glenn tried to bench him, but Tyrod Taylor hurt his knee, so he couldn't.
Dude, is he need to be praying to whoever Justin Fields, because, man, Tyrod be going through it.
And after the game, a game that they came back from double digits to win, resulted in Justin Fields getting very emotional in the postgame, both emotionally and spiritually. Take a listen.
Yesterday, I'm praying like crazy, just for a win, and you know, this I'm gonna get pretty vulnerable right here, but this week I kind of, you know, I found myself in my closet crying, on the ground, laying down, not because of the hardships, not because of the troubles. I felt like, you know, I was built to handle that, and I was put in place to handle this situation. But in that moment when I was talking to my best friend, you know, how hard it was, and just, you know, not wavering faith-wise, I just had gotten a text from my sister and my stepmom, and it was just an encouraging text on, you know, just keep going and keep spreading the faith. And they just sent me a link on social media. And I tell you guys all the time that I'm not on social media, so I didn't see it. So that was just it was just a sign from God for me to keep going, and that, you know, I'm in the right place. Yesterday I was just praying over and over and over again, like, yo, like just one win, and you know. But all that to say is that, you know, God is real, God is good, and everything that we go through in this life is for a purpose. So, yeah.
I don't want to be a heathen, and I don't people who believe in God, and I'm not here to mock God or make a scene or make this is how he feels or whatever. But I just dude, I can't take it. That one I just threw up in my mouth, and I got to tell you why. Because is that really where we are about a football game? God is good because he won a football game. What about the other players on the Bengals? Did anybody pray that they wanted to win a game, but he picked the Jets because Justin Fields really needed a win, so this was God intervening. And am I misreading the message he's telling us? That God intervened and helped the Jets win a game because this is what he prayed on? You don't think anybody else in NFL America is a Christian or believes in a God or a higher being or wants good fortune? And guess what? Good fortune doesn't always happen. That doesn't mean that God's good or bad or indifferent or whatever, doesn't hear your prayers. But he can't be the only guy. Maybe there were more guys on the Bengals who prayed to God that they wanted to beat the Jets, the god-awful Jets. That's maybe what happened. And this story, he's in the closet and he's on his knees and crying and his prayers were answered. Really? People are starving. People are in pain. Is God really worried about the National Football League and helping somebody win a football game? Is that really where we are? Because I got a list for you, Almighty, and there's so many things that need to be taken care of. And it ain't a damn football game because one quarterback who happened to be 0-7 and ridiculed by his owner said, "Can you please answer my prayer?"
Rob, caution.
First of all, Rob,
I pray, I believe.
Why your praise sound like a question? Let me scoot over a little bit. Just when the lightning strikes, you turn to a pillar of salt.
I just
this time it counts.
Really? Is that where we are over a football game? You're gonna have faith. You can believe in stuff. All I'm saying is, where was God when the Detroit Lions can't win a Super Bowl for 50 years? Where was God when the New York Metropolitans haven't won a Super Bowl since 1969? Ask Knicks fans, have they prayed to the God above and asked for a win?
Rob, Parker, Kelvin Washington. Trash Talking Tuesday. We got Ephraim Salaam coming up in about 5-6 minutes or so. Don't forget, with iHeartRadio app, you can stream us wherever you happen to be. Catch us and all your favorite Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeartRadio app. Just search Fox Sports Radio on the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeart app, So it's going to always pop up at the top of your screen. Again, Ephraim on the way, Shekel City Play of the Day on the way as well. 877-99 on Fox is simple. What you saw last night, intentionally walking Ohtani, there's a thought process that they may do it the entire rest of the series with him. Is that doing too much? Is it gamesmanship? Do you like it? You hate it? We both say, man up. 877-99 on Fox.
All right, let's kick it off with Big Lou in the Bronx. D.A. Bronx, the Bronx. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Big Lou?
Thank you so much. First of all, I just want to say I always listen to you guys, love you guys.
Thank you, Big Lou.
Rob, I'm only 4 months older than you, so that's all. I've been following your career for the last few decades.
Man,
love your work.
Appreciate that,
Nice.
Big Lou. That's nice. Thank you.
From the boogie down Bronx, let me just tell you, they need to grow a pair. I've never heard of this.
Neither have
Like,
I.
where is their testosterone level? I mean, seriously. I mean, the last time I saw this, if you guys remember this, when Buck Showalter intentionally walked Barry Bonds with the bases loaded.
Yeah, he walked in a run. I remember that.
Yep.
Absolutely. Big
Yeah.
Lou, I do remember that, no doubt. All right, thanks for the call. Appreciate it. We got so many people want to get in.
No doubt. Appreciate it, brother.
How about Marty from Kentucky? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Marty, how are you?
I'm good, Rob. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Great.
Well, I got off work earlier than usual. I got the call, so
And you heard me yelling, right?
say what?
I said you heard me yelling about something.
Oh yeah. I figured you was hating, but I was in agreement this time. I was okay with that night. Otani is historically not performed at his level in the playoffs, and his bat got hot. I mean, he had a hard bat, and they gave his hard bat a cold shower, and I'm okay with that. Don't let him just keep rolling and get going when he's hot. Cool him off. But after last night, he hasn't done enough. He's not Mr. October. He's not Mr. November.
Thank you.
He hasn't done enough to get that treatment. I'm okay with cooling him off last night, but that's enough.
Enough.
I won't see anymore.
All right, there you go, Marty. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, just to even entertain that is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just to even be like, hey,
And he's
I ain't
right.
saying we won't. I ain't saying
nobody
we won't
called him
do it.
Mr. October yet.
Yeah.
Right. Jimmy in Alaska, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Jimmy?
Well, first thing I want to say is walking like they walked last night is totally atrocious to the game. But what it did make Otani do was try to steal bases. And when he did the second time, you saw his hammy go kind of whack. And I'm wondering how that's going to work for the pitching tonight and how long he actually stays in the game.
That's a good point, and that's why when he is pitching, he's not stealing. He didn't steal this year like he did
he definitely took
last
a break.
year, Jimmy.
50-something last
right,
year.
because he had the 50-50. Thanks for the call. Ennis in Corona, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What up, Ennis?
Hey guys, great show as always.
Thank you, my man.
Yeah, of course, and like my fellow former New Yorker in the Bronx, and the one I'm talking to now. Grow a pair, man. Pitch around it. Pitch at this guy. Throw it inside. He's not prime Barry Bonds.
Thank you.
Prime Barry Bonds, more like he ain't on that level. Pitch to him, and all these intentional walks, all they do is just inflate his confidence and inflate his ego. And then the guy who's gonna now the Toronto pitchers, when they are gonna pitch to him, they're gonna pitch scared, and they're gonna just throw meatballs right over the plate for him.
And Ennis, the last part, Kelvin and I were talking about this. What you're acting like Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman can't get a hit? Are you? Both of those guys are en route to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
Both of them.
Absolutely, yeah. Just pitch to him, man. Throw it inside. Get some smoke up in his face, man.
Exactly.
Don't be scared of him.
Thank you, Ennis.
I'm actually shocked they haven't tried that. Because one thing that's been getting him
It's
out
a
throughout
different-
this postseason was pitching inside. Just not even dangerously, but just
No,
pitch
no.
inside.
We're not trying to
so
say
what I'm saying
being
is,
somebody.
but why don't you pitch a little bit more inside? Just to scare him off the bag a little bit, a time or two. You know, just tell him, hey. You know, it ain't going to be that easy, Captain. But the idea of just going into a game saying we're walking him, period, is kind of crazy.
And can I say this real
Yeah.
quick before you get to
Yep.
the Sager? Public service announcement. If you've been listening to Sports Talk, local radio, your shows or whatever, and they haven't talked baseball all year, don't listen to them now. The Odd Couple talks baseball the whole season, not just the postseason, not just the World Series, all year round. So now everybody's talking baseball now, which we haven't seen in years. Rob G, you know this on national sports talk radio, people talking baseball. I just want you to know we've been doing it the whole year.
I wanted some da-dun, da-dun,
we don't have time. We don't have time because Steve just.
All right, we got Ephraim on the other side right now. Steve,
you get my point, though, right?
He's going to tell you what's trending. Hey, Steve.
Hey there. Game 4 of the World Series coming up in about a half an hour on Fox TV. All the games start after 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in L.A. Much warmer today and tomorrow. Dodgers hosting Toronto again. L.A. up 2-1 now after the 18-inning win last night. Shohei Ohtani on the mound as the starting pitcher against Toronto's Shane Bieber, who was a Cy Young Award winner in Cleveland, had only 7 starts this regular season, coming off Tommy John surgery, was acquired by the Jays at the trade deadline. He is from Southern California. As for the NFL news, the New Orleans Saints will start rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck at the Rams on Sunday. He played 7 years of college football at Oregon, Texas Tech, and Louisville. Spencer Rattler was benched during the last game as a pro. His record is 1-13. Washington quarterback Jaden Daniels is due to return to practice Wednesday after his hamstring injury. The Commanders had no update on star wide receiver Terry McLaurin, who re-aggravated his quad injury last night. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson practiced fully. He's due to return to play this Thursday night at Miami after missing 3 games with a hamstring injury. Dolphins linebacker Bradley Chubb is expected to play after shoulder and foot injuries. Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco is week to week with a sprained MCL. Steelers safety Deshaun Elliott is out this week with a hyperextended knee. Bills defensive tackle Ed Oliver was placed on IR. He'll have surgery on a torn biceps. The Patriots gave defensive back Marcus Jones a 3-year extension. The Cardinals re-signed running back Michael Carter to their practice squad and cut running back Dearness Johnson. A reminder, this Saturday on Fox TV, number 1 Ohio State hosts Penn State at noon Eastern Time. Just 5 NBA games tonight. The Wizards leading 33-30 over Philly late in the first quarter. 16 NHL games tonight, everyone in action. By the way, Blue Jays DH George Springer is out this evening, not starting. Injured himself on a swing last night. Bo Bichette is the designated hitter instead of playing infield. Back to you.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it as always. Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Trash Talking Tuesday, that is coming up next hour. And aches and pains, well, they can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle, and Aleve can help you forget the pain and make happy memories instead. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so you can keep moving. Use as directed right now. As always on Tuesdays, our man, Ephraim Salaam, former NFL offensive lineman, Fox Sports Radio Weekends, Ephraim Salaam on X. What were you about to say?
Ephraim, real quick, you're a competitor. You play professional sports, and I get it. There's a strategy that goes with walking Shohei. But if you're if you're a pitcher or you're a competitor, the idea of walking this guy, they're even talking about maybe walking him to lead off the first inning for the Dodgers without even challenging him or pitching him. Where are you on that? Does that make sense to you?
No, I don't think it makes sense to me. Strategically, for a ball club, maybe. But for the fans, for us,
right?
I think that's the worst thing you could do. And I'll go so far as to say, if you intentionally walk someone 2 times, then there's repercussions, right? So if you do it a 3rd time, of course, he gets a base. But if you continue to try to do that, then you get extra bases. So now you're not walking him to first, you're walking him to second, and it just robs the fan. That game last night was tremendous.
Right.
Okay? Like, I couldn't even that's the greatest baseball game I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was incredible. And I brought it up to Ephraim, akin to the tush push in theory, fine, it's cool, we get it, it's goal line, go get it. But if they just tush push, the up and down the entire field, or if you just hack and shack from the first tip-off throughout the whole game, you would take away, it's like we understand the rules, strategy, we get it, strategic.
Or before the shot clock, Ephraim and Kelvin, you just do 4 corners.
Yep, and
you
just
know
win,
what I mean?
and win 2-0.
Yeah,
and throw the ball around, right?
Yeah. You make one basket and just pass it around.
Exactly.
Yeah, and win 2-0. Yeah, so it's the spirit of the game. I'm with you on that.
This is what I'll say. I say this. If I'm Dave Roberts, I'm thinking about moving Shohei Ohtani to batting fourth.
That's what Brian Kenny said on MLB Network.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Right, because if I know you're going to, and he came out and said he was going to intentionally walk him, that's the last time he's going to be batting in this series, then I will move him to fourth. I will let him get off the mound, have time to, decompress and all of that. I would bat him fourth, and you'll be hard-pressed to walk somebody when it's two people on base or a person on base. I would switch up my strategy to force them into playing real baseball.
All right, Ephraim, let's talk some football. Last night was another game happening, and that was Monday Night Football.
Do we have to?
I know. Listen,
I'm
listen.
with you.
know me and Rob. This is what we do. We got a couple other topics too. We're gonna hit baseball-wise as well. If you want to jump in on that, if anything else you want to talk about, the great Freddie Freeman keeps popping up.
Let's say that. Let's do this, Ephraim. And here's the thing: people get on me because I'm not ready to crown anybody. Otani, the greatest player. And I know there's a lot of hyperbole, and he deserves respect and pitching and hitting and all that. But there's like a path. There's like you got to put in time. And I think people are just too quick. And I'm not even into all the analytics. Mm-hmm. But even if you go, Ephraim, and you look at the WAR, which is the big stat that they look at to determine where what kind of player you were. And whatnot, and it's a gauge. Babe Ruth on WAR is number one, so it tells you how accurate this thing is. All the great players are in there. Mm-hmm. Barry Bonds is fourth. Cy Young is like third. You know what I mean? Right. So all the great players all rank highly in WAR, so it sounds like it's a sound argument or a calculation of a player, the metrics. Yeah. Otani's not even in the top 20. In the current active players, he's 16th in WAR. So how can people get so carried away to say he's the greatest player who ever played?
You know why? Because he spent the first 6 years of his career middling, or 7 years of his career middling around in Anaheim, not getting to the postseason. There are different reasons why. I'll tell you this: the reason I say Shohei Ohtani is the greatest baseball player I've ever seen is, in the current state of baseball where we are right now, with the amount of gas these pitchers are pitching, with the amount of real life hitters coming up to the plate and putting bats on balls, we haven't seen anyone do what he's doing at the level he's doing it. I don't know if ever. And so just with that small metric, you're watching an ace pitcher step up and be the best hitter on your team as well.
But he's not the best hitter in baseball.
What I'm telling you is you have an AL team was the best in the AL. The man said, I'm not pitching to him anymore. In the World Series, I'm going to give up a base. No matter what's going on in front of him, I'm going to give up a base every single time. Meaning, oh, by the way, this is a guy who steals bases like he
and he almost stole the base in the ninth inning.
So what I'm telling you is, you're willing to risk him getting on first, stealing second, being in scoring position to let Mookie Betts or
Freddie Freeman.
Yep.
What? You would be considered crazy. The fact that you have a manager thinking like that, that's what makes him the greatest player of all time.
And that's what I was telling Rob. That only happened one other time, Ephraim, in a World Series with Albert Pujols back in 2011. Like, that just doesn't happen. It's not like, well, it's kind of, happens. And no, this is not happening, because me and Rob spent the entire day yesterday talking about how every out, every catch, every error, every single thing matters in a World Series game. And the idea that you would just simply give a team like the Dodgers a guy on base every time, potentially 4 to 5 times, is crazy.
You think they're going to walk him to lead off the first inning for the Dodgers?
I think they're.
You do, you read
from you really do, huh? Wow.
I 100% believe that they're going to do that. Which is crazy to me.
Stunned.
It is crazy, because you got 2 other MVPs coming up behind
2 other future Hall of Famers,
without a doubt. First ballot. I mean, they may put them in the Hall of Fame before they even retire. That's how good they are. And so the fact that you're even if you're even talking about that in the clubhouse and in the meetings, it blows my mind. That's how powerful and scared they are over 10. That's why he ascends, in my opinion, to being the greatest baseball player that I've ever seen. And to that point, and I want to talk about this, and I don't know if this was on the docket or not, but Victor Wembanyama?
Hey, yo.
Bro, hey, man.
Man.
Hey.
We haven't had a chance to talk about this because baseball and the World Series
and the gambling.
We were going to talk about the night he went crazy.
Right, we just couldn't get it in.
Women, man, listen.
The league is in trouble. If this young man can play 60 to 65 games a year, he is going to go down as the greatest basketball player of ever.
Premature.
Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know? I know
the
it's
defensive side of the ball,
and that's why I said if. Right? There's a big caveat. Someone that tall has never been able to play that long and be healthy. I get that. I understand that. He is a kid still, and the fact that he's changed from last year to this year, he took an average of 16 threes a game.
Hey, we got this for you about your man. Everyone knows it's Wemby.
Ephraim, I got to hear this the whole year.
That's right.
The whole year.
I called that song his rookie year.
I'm glad you did it because remember he talked about this, Rob? I got a buddy I used to talk sports with all the time, my main person I talk sports with. Then he turned into parlay guy, didn't want to talk. Parlay. He's back with Wemby.
Okay.
Hey, man, he's sending me video. Hey, man, Wemby win. That's the only thing. I'm like, man, Wemby doing
it. All right.
Crazy.
Real quick, Ephraim, you know, Southern California and all that. I try to tell people who always ask me about the Dodgers and the Lakers because they just, and I'm always saying, dude, people love the Lakers. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. But this town about the Dodgers, man, they sell 4 million tickets a year at Dodger Stadium.
It's the closest thing you can get to 50-50, in my opinion.
You can get stabbed and not cheering for the Dodgers. That's how crazy it is.
Hey, you ain't lying. Somebody tell you. It's like gang related. You got to tuck your jersey in. Hey, hold on. What side of town we on? Tuck your jersey.
They will fight you in the parking lot after a win. That's how gangster they are.
People are. There's no doubt in this town. All right, Ephraim.
All right, E. Appreciate you, man. Ephraim Salaam right there. Shekel City. No doubt. Shekel City player today on the way. It is the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
They're saying the season that this young man is putting together makes Saquon's 2024 season look like junior varsity. Jonathan Taylor, the Indianapolis Colts, I know Danny Dimes is all the headlines, but is having a phenomenal first half of the season.
You just said the only thing that matters. What you just said tells you all you
know.
Need
what?
to know.
Let me finish the setup,
Go
Rob,
ahead.
before you get to your point.
Just
Jonathan Taylor.
You couldn't even help it.
Ran for another 153 yards on Sunday, had another 3 touchdowns in their blowout win over the Titans. Entering Monday night, Jonathan Taylor currently leads the NFL in rushing yards, rushing touchdowns, scrimmage yards, scrimmage touchdowns, rush yards over 10 yards, rushes over 20 yards, fourth quarter rushing yards, rush yards after contact, and missed tackles forced, which is a long way of saying that he is getting a ton of MVP love, both inside the Colts locker room and outside amongst NFL fans. And something tells me, Rob, that you think that this whole thing is a waste of time.
I got news for everybody listening. Is this on? Voting for Jonathan Taylor for MVP is like back in the day voting for Ross Perot. Don't waste your votes. You know what? You might as well go up to the top of the Penobscot building in Detroit and throw it off. It's the same thing. And Rob G he couldn't even help it because he had to give you the news and tell it to you the right way. What'd he say? Guess who's getting all the headlines? It's all about Danny Dimes in the year. Oh, my God. Because it's always about the quarterback. It is. That's where we are. If Saquon Barkley couldn't get a sniff last year, Good luck, Jonathan Taylor, because it ain't going to. Saquon almost broke the record, right? Didn't play the last game, had a chance, and he still, despite how well he played, there was no rally cry for him. The last time a running back, won an MVP, Moby Dick was a guppy. It's been forever. Right?
Mm-hmm.
A long time. That ship has sailed. Maybe they need to just change the name of the award and make it for the best quarterback on the best team or whatever you want to call it.
Yep. I agree with that.
Because it is not going to go. The quarterback position is so important to the football team that without a quarterback, you have no. I don't care what your running back is doing. Without a quarterback, guess what? You're going nowhere.
The only thing I push back on that is I do think some of the quarterbacks are having success throughout history because of the running back. So you look at, some of the guys you would say, well, this person had a really good year. Well, Danny Dimes, is he Danny Dimes if Jonathan Taylor isn't the threat that he is?
Give me the running back that the Packers had when Aaron Rodgers won 4 MVPs.
Aaron Rodgers is you've heard me say many times, one of the most talented, if not the most talented.
But I'm
not knocking it. Like,
I'm just saying.
You name the top of the guys. I'm talking about middling guys who've won MVP. Meaning if Danny Dimes was to win this year.
Well, he ain't winning, but go ahead.
If like that, you had running backs. Like Kurt Warner was insane, but he also had Marshall Faulk, which is why Marshall Faulk won one and he won one.
But Kurt
is great, but I'm saying the ability you came into that game as a defense like, shoot, Marshall Faulk, do we stop Kurt? It was like, what the heck do I do? And having an Edgerrin James helps a Peyton Manning. So I'm just saying the idea that just having the quarterback, as if Jonathan Taylor, as if LT didn't help Rivers.
But my point is, if you're a team and you don't have a quarterback, guess what you're not doing?
Fox Sports Radio.
You see how big this thing is?
Nah, I didn't want to look at it. But Rob G, Alex,
I'm talking about the hot dog I brought from
it's
Dodger
leftover
Stadium.
glizzy. Is that okay? Leftover glizzy is kind of crazy. Leftover ballpark glizzy is wild.
Well, Rob G, what are you shaking your head about?
It's been in my pocket all day. It's nice and warm.
You know he stuffed it in his backpack and took the condiment so he could perfectly place them on the glizzy. It's crazy.
And then he kept the receipt so he could use as a tax write-off.
Absolutely. First thing he said, Rob G, you know him too well. The first thing he says to me, he goes, "Look at this." I go, "Oh, okay, dang, okay." And then he goes, $9.99. And I said, "Wait, you bought it?" Because when you go to ball game, usually as media, you get it. He was like, No. But he kept that receipt. I mean, you bought it.
I did buy it. Did I not buy it?
If anybody at the IRS is listening, Rob paid full price for that.
Show him
and
the
he
receipt.
has a receipt.
Show YouTube
I have
the
a receipt.
There
I have a receipt. I did pay for it.
You did pay for it. You did. You're going to pay for it later.
It would be
6 glizzies in your stomach. You're going to pay for it later.
It would be different.
You're going to be Master P.
If
Make him say,
if I got the free one at the press room and then try to get a receipt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I paid for it.
Right, yeah, you paid for it, all right?
I paid for it.
Yeah, you're going to pay for it later. It's the Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin, on a Trash Talking Tuesday. It is now time for Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City. Welcome the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
A good night last night.
Okay.
Even though the Dodgers won, I won. Because it was plus 1.5.
Yeah.
Right, so I did win. I'm taking the Blue Jays tonight. So last night I was 2-1, 52-49.
Okay. All right.
I'm taking the Blue Jays again, plus 1.5 runs. Blue Jays plus 1.5. I got the Clippers minus 1.5. They're in San Francisco taking on the Golden State Warriors tonight.
That should be a good one.
And I got the Milwaukee Bucks plus 2.5. They host the New York Knickerbockers in Milwaukee. So the Bucks plus 2.5, Clippers minus 1.5, and the Blue Jays plus 1.5. And remember, Kelvin.
Yes.
I'm not telling you who to bet on. Terry Rozier allegedly is.
Yo.
I'm sorry.
Now it's time for your Tire Rack Play of the Day.
11:50 in Los Angeles. Furman sends a fly ball to center field. Varsho's going back before the catch strikes midnight. Freddie Freeman has ended it. It's a repeat hero with the last word and a Game 3 classic.
There you have it right there. Dodgers Radio. Crazy, crazy finish to Game 3 of the World Series. That was brought to you by Tire Rack. Tire Rack, for over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive, ship fast, and free. Backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be.
When I was 12 years old, I remember we had a barbecue, the baseball team that I played for. Mr. Faust, the late, great Mr. Faust, was the baseball coach, and he had a barbecue in his yard for everybody. I ate a whole 12-pack of hot dogs with buns. I didn't soak them in water with condiments. I ate 12 hot dogs as a 12-year-old.
And you probably weigh 62 pounds.
Back
I
then.
saw the picture of you on the mound pitching.
Right. You see that?
Skinny as ever, eating all that back in the day. Man, first of all,
that
might be a great topic, Rob G. Write this down for Shop Talk one day. Is that okay to eat? Like, even though if you could, meaning physically you can, the ability.
I'm sure you ate 12 hot dogs once.
Is that out of line coming to somebody's barbecue eating 12 of their hot dogs? Like, is that crazy? Like, you come,
you ain't welcome back at my next party.
if you
if
eat
I
a
ate
whole
12 hot dogs?
Dude,
Yes.
they only come in an 8-pack.
Well, I ate 12.
And now I got to cut into another half a pack for you? One kid? You wasn't Shohei? You wasn't Barry Bonds where I'm like, hey, he eat whatever he want to eat.
What's the most you ever ate at a barbecue hot dog?
Probably like 3.
That's it? Rob G?
At somebody else's house? Yeah, like 3.
Well, you remember the last time when I went to Phoenix and the guy Shamar was having a barbecue, and he asked me, is there anything special you want me to get? Remember, and I told him exactly the hot dogs to get?
Yes.
And you thought that was gauche because I asked. He asked me, was there anything?
No, that means like, hey, you know I'm on a diet, gluten-free. Oh, I got you.
No,
Not like, hey, I just get these exact ones because I'm about to do work.
I need Hebrew National, sodium-free. You know what I mean? Like,
nah, that's doing crazy. When I tell you you are not, that was at your last, Mr. Foss, was it?
What's that?
That was Mr. Foss, the coach?
Mr. Faust.
Mr. Faust, was that your last one? Think about it. Yeah, that was the last one.
Were you invited back?
You were not invited back. She came, she was like, I like Lil Robert, no, but hey, Lil Bobby cool.
But he ate too many hot dogs, right?
She said, baby, how many home runs he hit? He only got
none.
He ain't got none.
How about
She's
that?
like, no, he ain't got none. He ain't getting no hot dog and buns. Game 4, who you got?
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, you already, never mind. I don't even know
got
why
the Blue Jays.
5-4 is what I got. Dodgers win.
question is there a word? Is there a word? Now, the Dodgers' kryptonite is their bullpen. The Blue Jays blew it. They didn't take advantage of that. But just in general, both teams were rather flaccid as the game went on. So what is the word watching the Blue Jays and Dodgers flail away for what seemed like 3 hours? Like the regular game for 3 hours, the extra innings were like 3 hours plus. So what is the word for the Dodgers and Blue Jays' offensive approach for the majority of extra inning baseball there in the World Series? So 2 words, not 1 word, 2 words: hero ball. Hero ball. Everyone in Dodger blue and Toronto Blue Jay uniforms, everyone decided that they were going to go out there and they were going to be the protagonist in the movie. They were making a movie in so many sports movies, and they wanted to be the protagonist in this. And forget team baseball. There wasn't very much of that. Once you got to extra innings, you've got home run derby. Everyone's trying to hit home runs. You get a home run. You get a home run. It was Halloween this week, and so it's Halloween home run derby cosplay is what it was here for the Dodgers and Blue Jays in Game 3 of the World Series. It was often reckless. It was often irresponsible baseball. That's what it was. And almost no situational hitting. When the Dodgers did try it, and it backfired as they bunted the runner across the way, and they just needed a sac fly, and then, of course, a pop-up to shortstop screwed that up. So there was almost no situational hitting, and then when the Dodgers did try it, it backfired there. It was mostly a conga line of guys trying to hit the ball outside of the stadium over the pavilion. A lot of uppercut swings there from players on both teams, and that is human nature, right? It's just like in basketball. Certain guys want to take the shot at the end of the game. Now, there's other guys that turtle up and don't want to take the shot, but in baseball, very rarely do you find anyone that doesn't want to be the hero and get the post-game interview, get the Gatorade bath, the whole thing, hit the game-winning home run, and everyone wants to be on the poster. Everyone wants to be on the meme. Now, Freddie Freeman, back-to-back years, Freddie Freeman is on that moment. And while Otani hit a home run and was on base 9 times, Freeman's got to be the lead. Freddie Freeman's got to be the lead in this game. And that iconic photo of him with his finger raised up in the air, the one finger as he was circling first base. But so there's going to be a bunch of, as we said, Freddie Freeman giveaways next year for the Dodgers. The problem is when everyone's swinging like they're trying to hit the ball to Rancho Cucamonga.
About ready for Game 4 of the World Series at Dodger Stadium for L.A. The ceremonial first pitch from World Series hero of 1988, Orel Hershiser, with Clayton Kershaw soon to be retired as his catcher for that. All the games starting just after 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox TV last night, tonight, tomorrow night in L.A. as well. The Dodgers are up on Toronto 2-1 in this best of 7 after L.A. won in 18 innings last night on Freddie Freeman's homer. Shohei Ohtani will be L.A.'s starting pitcher this evening. For Toronto, it's pitcher Shane Bieber, who's a Southern California native. The New Orleans Saints will start rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck at the Rams this Sunday. Also, Washington quarterback Jaden Daniels is due to return to practice Wednesday after his hamstring injury. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson practiced fully today, coming back from an injury. And in the NBA, Wizards late second quarter leading the Sixers 59-55. I'm Steve DeSager.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
I don't know about you, but I'm not into hot ketchup.
Man, hey, yo, hey, Elijah.
Hot ketchup?
Put the camera on me.
What?
This man is a glizzy scientist. I didn't even know. Like, you eat a hot dog, you eat a hot dog. The thought that has gone into this 35-minute hot dog, you're literally, all right, so I'm going to warm, because we got to talk now, so I'm going to only warm up half so that the ketchup won't get hot in the relish, so that the other half is naked glizzy, so then I'm going to reheat it up and this is crazy.
Look at this.
Elijah,
Look.
now put the camera on him.
So what I did was I only put ketchup and relish on half of it because I knew I couldn't eat the whole. You know how big this thing was before I started biting it?
Easy. All right. Just easy. You got to relax.
No, I want it. So look. So during the next break, I'll be able to warm this up again, sprinkle a little water on the bun and the hot dog, sprinkle a little water, and then put it on for like 20 seconds and another 15.
He is the poorest rich person I know.
What? And then you add the ketchup and the relish, and I'm good to go for the second half.
I thought if my wife was here, she would tell you, I thought I had fat boy tendencies. Like, ooh, I'm going to heat this. Now I'm going to leftovers. I'm going to add a little egg, grill up a scramble an egg and put cheese in it. You might be worse than me.
You know how big this thing was before I started biting it?
Easy. All right. Yeah, easy.
Alex, no, please.
What'd I do?
Well, Alex, no.
You said it.
You did say it. You were just and the joy it brought you.
Thank you for letting us know.
To pocket glizzies. Like, who walks out of a ballpark with 3 glizzies and you do wear cargo pants? Let me see.
What was the one that I carried around, Rob G? Was that the?
Oh, it was a pretzel.
That was a pretzel, right?
And you brought like 2 pretzels from like 2 days ago or something.
Right.
Like
oh no, that was the markdown sandwiches. You remember that I got from the airport?
That made me mad.
That was the ones that I had in my pocket.
Yeah, I was upset at you about that.
But just a couple days.
All right, go ahead. Do your thing.
All right, here we go. It is the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Don't forget, coming up, your chance to trash anyone, anything in the world of sports. Don't forget to check out our new YouTube channel, Odd Couple FSR. Just search for that and just subscribe. Aches and pains can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle. Can you believe it? November
that's
is Saturday.
Crazy. This Saturday, yep.
November 1st. Aleve can help you forget the pain. Make happy memories instead. That's right. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so that you can keep moving. Use as directed. Don't forget, coming up in about 26 minutes, Adam Kaplan will be joining us, of course, Fox Sports Radio, NFL Insider. And then don't forget, about 36 minutes, we'll do some trash talking, your chance to trash anyone, anything in the world of sports.
I have a feeling Blue Jays might get some trash talking. All this walking Otani. We're going to walk him again and again and again and again.
And here we go. All right, last night, Rob G., how many innings did we have? The late, great Ernie Banks, who's a Hall of Fame shortstop for the Chicago Cubs, used to say, it's a beautiful day, let's play 2. That was his thing about playing 2. And guess what? Last night, they played 2. They played 18 innings. That's 2 full games of Major League Baseball. And, of course, some fans were like, dude, are you kidding me? Like, that's too much baseball. And some people aren't, think that there's
a lot of people are not.
Rob G, who loves
I'm representative
baseball.
of the streets.
Right, yes.
Right? Because you know why they made sidewalks? Because the streets ain't for everybody. And I'm in the streets. Okay?
I'm taking it from you. I told you that.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there were 609 pitches thrown last night across 18 innings.
We synced them.
There were 19 pitchers that pitched in Game 3 last night. The game in totality, not the 18 innings, just under 400 minutes from first pitch to the final Freddie Freeman touching home plate. If you watch the game from about the 8th inning on, wild swings, everybody's trying to end it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what happens too, because everybody's trying to hit it out, and that's how you get yourself out.
Yeah,
Foul
exactly.
pop-ups, all kinds
You
of.
got that one. You had managers who were like, "Hey, let me just get out of this one inning because we're going to finish it in the next inning," which ultimately led to the last pitcher on either side saying, "I guess I'm going 50 pitches, 60 pitches. We might have to throw a position pitcher out there." Yamamoto, who had a complete game in Game 2, was prepared to go if this went further for the Dodgers.
He volunteered.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. He started warming up.
The umpire decided he was going to have the widest strike zone ever for the last 4 innings because he was ready to get out of there.
I don't know what the ump was on. Yeah.
Right?
Well, he was a union umpire, so everything was a strike. I'm just saying.
All due respect to Smoltz and Joe Davis, who I think are great, but even they were like, "Hey, guys, we've been at this for about 7 hours now."
When Joe started talking about the watermelon
I
slices,
think we're ready to go. And in fact, just to sum it all up, to give you some full context, Game 2 was being discussed as an instant classic, right? Because how long it went, the drama. There was a lot of great plays either side.
A lot of guys got thrown out at the plate.
Yes,
Right.
defensive plays.
That's the part.
Otani was great, so on and so forth, right?
Will Klein, who knew that?
Fox
72
Sports, just about an hour ago, released the ratings for Game 1 and Game 2. Game 2, the instant classic, was down 13%. A lot of it because it ended at 3 a.m. Eastern time.
Right. No, I get that.
So, guys, here's the question.
Stop saying Game 2. You mean Game 3.
Sorry. Yes, sorry.
You making me
Game
think,
2
I'm
to
like,
Game
dang, I
3.
don't remember Game
No,
2
you're
was
right.
classic.
The
No,
first
you're right.
I'm like, dang, am I
You're
tripping?
right. You're right. My bad. I know they have that rule in the regular season where the guy goes to second base. Maybe that's a little too much. But do they need to put something in place to prevent this kind of thing from happening again?
No way, no how. You know why, Rob G? And I'm going to say this to you, Kelvin. Can you imagine the Dodgers losing that game because they put a man on second base, somebody bunted him over to third, and then they hit a sacrifice fly? So without a hit, you just lost a playoff game. Nobody is signing up for that. Am I right?
No, you're right.
Nobody would be like, "Oh, did you see that game? That was awesome." They put a man on second base. The next guy bunted him over, and then he had sacrifice fly, and we won. Or
having a hit.
Never having a hit. That's not the way you want the game to end. So there's no way you can do it. And that's why even baseball, because I'm not crazy about it during the regular season, I'm like, can we play the 10th inning regular? And then if we go past the 11th, maybe you say, okay, now we want to end it. But can we play? It would be like baseball saying, okay, now we're going to do the home run derby. Everybody, you get your 3 best home run hitters. You get 9 pitches. Whoever has the most home runs. You don't want to end the game that way. I get last night, and Rob G's point is accurate. For about 10 innings, there was no scoring.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. You know, like that's not that compelling. There were plays and whatnot, but still 10 innings without scoring. And what happens is they start to go through the lineup, pulling guys out. So, Kelvin, the problem is pinch runners are now in the lineup because you've subbed guys out.
Right.
So there are no hitters there. And then those guys can't really – they're not hitters. You know what I mean? So it's easy outs. Man, they got a man on. They can't get them in. No, they can't. No, those guys, they can't get them in because these pitchers will be able to get these guys out. So I don't think you can really change it. I understand it's not ideal to have an 18-inning game. But in no way do I want the regular season rules in the postseason. I would not feel comfortable or feel good about a game like that.
No, the answer is no, Rob G. Keep it as is. It's too much at stake. It's too much at stake because this is guys' legacies. This is their team's legacy. The Dodgers couldn't win a World Series for years up until they finally won. Well, what's going on? Dave Roberts ain't this. And, you know, is Clayton Kershaw's not clutch. And if you're the Blue Jays, 32 years since there's too much at stake. Guys get in the Hall of Fame because what's the first thing you do? He's a 2-time Hall of Famer, 6-time All-Star. All of these things matter. Your accolades, these things. When we go to your baseball preference page, reference page, and we click on it, it shows all your info. That matters. And if I'm not getting things because, like you said, an easy little bloop over there and then the game's over.
Yeah, you would be like, what?
You want it to be earned. And part of being earned is strategy. How long do I go with Will Klein? Will Klein, the most he'd ever pitched for the Dodgers, or in his career, but I'm saying for the Dodgers, their pitcher, Will Klein, was 36 pitches. He pitched 72. When do you keep him in? Do you not? I love the strategy that goes, like you mentioned. All right, do I go for the pinch run now? We trying to get a run here?
Right.
Or do I not?
I got to keep the bat in the lineup.
Do I keep the bat? Do I put him at DH? Do I not? That's one of the great things about baseball. There are so many little, small, intricate things and details that go into it. So you can't change it. And again, you don't want to change something for an anomaly. 18 innings doesn't happen at all. I know it happened back in 2018, but it doesn't happen every year. So I don't want to change something for something that could maybe not happen again for another 25, 35 years, and I'm changing rules for that. I believe most people who watched that enjoyed it. I believe most people thought it was just crazy, wild, and fun, and they can always say, remember that wild Game 3 back in 2025. And I think you want to be able to have that and enjoy that, and that's part of it. Because the basketball equivalent would be, if it was 5 overtimes, you'd be like, yo, that was crazy until Steph finally hit that 3.
You mean you missed that 3?
Yeah, you're right. Let me give me somebody else. Chauncey.
Because that was to win the game, so it wasn't Steph.
He tied it the other day.
Okay. No, but it wasn't a postseason game.
He tied it with like 20 seconds left, and I was like, we should talk about this.
No, we should
And then
not.
the NBA was like, nah, we're going to talk about gambling. That's literally what happened. I was like, ooh, Rob G, we could talk about if Steph finally clutching or not. And then they was like, we're going to drop this hammer. But no, I'm not with you. I know it's a lot, but believe it or not, the fact that it is a lot is what made it great, because it's almost unbelievable. You're like, okay, how many times did they start hitting home runs to the track? You're like,
And it was not right.
It was just, yeah. So I think that's what makes baseball unique. You don't want to take that away, and I'm not taking something away based off of an anomaly. Now, if this started to happen regularly, okay, that was insane. If regular, like this year, let's say next year, skip a year or two, and then again, all right, now we got to maybe start having conversations. It might not happen again for a decade, 15, 20 years.
Right. That's what it's not like it's a regular occurrence, or, you run into these things where you have every game's an extra inning game. It just doesn't happen like that. That's an anomaly, and it doesn't happen. And
so if it's that rare, then why don't you instill a rule, say, after the 15th inning where you're going to start doing this?
Because you want to win the game based off of the merit of the game.
Okay, I totally understand what you're saying, but you guys both also work in media in addition to just being sports fans. Who was last night's game good for? Was it good for Fox that ended at 3 a.m. Eastern?
No, it's not.
Was it good for the players who have to play again 14 hours later? No,
okay,
it is not.
But can I give
Is it good for the fans who are in the stands? No, it is not. Half of them were asleep.
Okay, here's what it's good for.
Okay.
The integrity of the sport, that the game ended and it wasn't like
you all had a
fabricated.
chance to win.
Everybody had a chance, and you don't feel like, yeah, they won, but you remember they put a man on second base and they didn't really earn it. Do you know what I mean?
The players want to win based on the play. Let us win the game.
Right.
We don't want nothing else happen. We don't want a weird rule. We don't want this. Let us finish it on the field and let the best man, in this case, best team, win.
All right.
Y'all are crazy.
No, we're not.
No, I'm starting to think, Rob, you don't like sports.
I like entertainment.
No, he usually loves the postseason baseball.
I love postseason baseball.
Right, I know
he don't like
the drama. Every pitch matters is so much better than the other sports.
Yeah, it does.
But when you get to the 15th inning,
no, I get it.
Listen, I had to be up at 3:50 in the morning. I feel you. I was going through it. Okay, that's
amazing that your wife was like, "You got to finish."
She rolled over. She's like, "Is it still going?" I said, "Yeah, I'm getting to bed now, but don't even worry about it. You got to finish it now." And I put the app right on my phone. In the bed, turn the light low. Like, okay, I'll finish it.
I'm just amazed with the hours that you keep, that your wife's not in a separate bedroom. You know what I mean?
Trying to
no, because you got to get up so early.
No,
I'm dead serious.
I'm a ninja. That sounds crazy nowadays, the way people reference that. But
Rob, I got a question for you. I'm not a sports guy, but I think you guys are both crazy. Rob Parker, do you like 4-hour radio shows?
No.
Why?
I just think that, to me,
too long?
Yeah, 3-hour radio show is perfect.
Okay, so now let's just keep it in here, right? 7th inning, no more beers at Dodger Stadium, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3-4 more hours where there's no beer, no hits, people have work still. What's the appeal to sit there?
Did y'all see the stands? Why y'all telling us? Don't talk to me. Talk to me, the 56,000 people that were there.
But you know what? But no one's leaving. Okay, this is a World Series game. And God forbid you walk out you walk out and then somebody hits a walk-up. You'll never forgive yourself. Not a regular season game on a Tuesday night. I got to get kids. I got to get the kids,
right.
You know what I mean, to school.
And I got to get to work.
You're in a World Series game. Scott was there with his son, right?
Last night?
Yeah. I don't think that he left. Matter of fact, I saw it. Our boss, Scott Shapiro. I saw his Instagram or whatever, and it said, yep, we stayed the entire night.
Yeah,
and he's got like a 9 or 10-year-old boy.
That's because Scott's a cool dad, and he's like, you're not going to school tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I'm just saying.
And these tickets were comp, so we're fine.
That's fine.
I don't know about World Series tickets or not comp.
Hey,
somebody has to pay for them. I'm just saying.
Do you think Scott pays for them, or you think he knows somebody?
I said somebody's got to pay for them. I didn't say Scott paid
Just
for
like
them.
somebody paid for that glizzy.
You know
it wasn't you.
saying?
My man, I got some tickets, my man.
My man, Scott. Hey, listen up, man. You want to go see the game, the Dodgers? I tell you what, Hollywood. That's right. I like you and Rob. You sounded good. We got the box. Look, if you're going to do it, do it right.
On, my man.
Hey, you know what?
Everything's sweet in the sweet.
I'm going to say this, though. We did have the box, and when they signed Shohei, they moved us out of the box. We had the greatest box right behind home plate. And I'm talking about
That was too much money?
No. Shohei wanted it. He wanted that box. So they moved Fox Sports.
Now I get your beef.
AM 5.
Now
I
all
get your
makes
beef.
sense.
Now it makes sense.
What? No.
The man pitches shutout innings, 3 home runs, gets on base 9 times, turn around 12, 15 hours later, he's pitching.
I
and
get
you're
it.
like, mid.
I get it.
Hey, don't move my box is all I'm telling you.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right.
But, Rob, you see it, though, right? Baseball's increasing the pitch clock. They're trying to make it more inclined.
So they're trying, so some things you don't have to change everything all at once.
How about you don't let them walk Otani every time?
How about that? All right, the Chiefs hype
we'll find out here in a minute if they're
is
going to do it
out
again.
of control. You hear me? The Chiefs hype is out of control.
That ain't what the sheet said.
We'll get into that next. It is the Odd
what the
Couple
sheet said.
on Fox Sports Radio. You know what you need to do.
You too. That ain't what the sheet said.
Stick and stay. Yes, it does.
To be relieved that the game's over rather than excited.
All
in the
right,
haters.
I got to warm up my hot dog.
But right now, Jaylen Brown, who's the president of the NBA Players Association, had a lot to say. He was asked about, obviously, the scandal and just his thoughts on it. Raji, do we have the sound of that? Let me hear it. This is what he had to say.
I think be open to having a conversation. I don't think yet once from my conversations with the union of the NBA has been like, how can we protect players more with the empowerment? There's been little to no conversation around that. It's all about how can we increase business and increase revenue. And I'm not sure, if we're having enough conversations, like what is the aftermath or the consequences some of that stuff has. I think a lot more could have been done to help players or prepare players, but even in the aftermath, I don't think little care or attention to detail goes into it. They're like, you make X amount of money or X, Y, and Z, you should be able to deal with all the extra negativity, the people approaching you, is leading to situations that we can avoid if more conversations were had right now.
And I couldn't agree more. I think the NBA did not count the cost. I think the NBA did not consider the collateral damage that would be from gambling. So you started with, back in the day, it was just trash talk. Boo, if you're rooting for the Celtics, the Lakers suck, or, the Celtics suck. That was kind of the thing. Okay, cool. Hey, you say something funny to a player. Then it turned to, you're ruining my fantasy team. Fantasy. Players had to deal with that. Now, this is a scarier one, Rob, because we've seen some players put out the DMs, take screenshots, put it out there. We've seen reports where guys are getting, hey, I lost my family because you didn't hit the parlay. I lost my family because I've lost my job, or I'm in major debt because of you. In the volatility in the messages, it's gone up. You get what I mean? It's one thing, boo, you're on the opposing team. Now it's guys making big threats. Hey, this didn't happen because you couldn't hit a lousy parlay. You couldn't hit one more three. And some players are outing people. This guy said this. This guy threatened me. Here's a screenshot. And I think the NBA, while falling into bed with all of these, I'm watching ESPN tell me about the gambling thing, and literally their next segment, all right, let's go to ESPN Bet, and they do a whole segment on that. And I'm just dying laughing like this is just where we are. But I do think there's something about not counting the cost and considering what this does with players now, where they're getting threats and your money's involved. It's one thing, my team, boo you, I got a different jersey. Now people are feeling like you cost me my livelihood and my family and my house because I put all this money on you. That's kind of –
I'm going to say this, and I hear that, and I'm not going to try to poo-poo what gambling has done, but these current players are big babies about everything, though. I mean,
well, I'm not. That can kind of be two things that don't have to be mutually exclusive.
But I just want to what Russell Westbrook trying to get somebody thrown out of a game because he called him Westbrook. Do you see what I'm saying? So there's two levels here where they don't want to be criticized from anybody, right? From the writers, they don't want to be criticized. They don't want to be criticized from Kenny, Shaq, or Charles Barkley. They don't want those guys to criticize. They actually went on a campaign and said that the reason that the ratings were down was because there's too much negative talk from players. They want everybody to do happy talk and tell how great the game is. Yet, some of those same people were downing the former players, saying they were plumbers and they couldn't play and they this and that. Like none of it makes any sense. And I'm just saying, the players to me are overly sensitive. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I understand the gambling aspect, which has brought a different dynamic to it. So I do see that, and I do agree with that. I told you yesterday that the league is just as negligent as the individuals. And I'm not trying to pass it off and say Chauncey and Damon Jones and Rozier, are scot-free and they didn't do anything wrong or whatever. And this is Rob G and I talked about this analogy. There's always that conversation. Is it the person or is it the gun? And obviously, this is, what I mean? Like, guns don't kill people. People kill people. That's the argument, right?
Right.
But there's a mechanism there that you've allowed this gambling thing to happen, right? As the league.
And not only the gun, to go with that analogy.
But you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm staying with it. I'm saying, and you also gave the bullets and ammunition. You provided those. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just, gambling exists. You're providing and entertaining and taking money from me.
Right. Sounds like Asia.
Asia?
On their rock group, Asia?
I think that's a country.
I was thinking something. I'm like,
I think it's next to Russia.
Yeah, it's one of me. This is him. Kelvin, caution. I had jokes, but I'm going to just stop. Rob, Kelvin, Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which we're about 20 minutes away from that. We got Adam Kaplan coming up here in a couple of minutes as well. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be.
This is a bad start for the Blue Jays. 3-2 count on the first two batters. He already walked Otani, and now Mookie has a 3-2 count. No outs, man on first.
Yeah. Thank you for that breakdown. You sounded like Mr. Baseball. Bob Costas, move out the way. Rob Parker's here.
Bob Costas. He loves baseball.
He does love baseball. Real quick, because we're going to get to Adam here shortly, but just, man, watching that Monday night, especially that second half, and we'll talk a little bit further about the AFC, specifically the Ravens too, but Patrick Mahomes, man, right now leading candidate for the MVP is just
even with the two interceptions last night.
One was Kelsey, you know that.
He still had. Come on, we can do that all day.
You do that all the time. Aaron Rodgers threw a pick. Who fault was it?
He had two.
Three of them ain't even his.
No, but
you still hit me with Lamar Jackson's from last year.
Oh God,
Lamar had 4 and 3 of them wasn't his.
I didn't say that. I said the 3 hit somebody, but he had 2 picks last night. And
even with the picks, I'm talking that second half, 17 to 19, 200 plus 200 yards, 3 touchdowns.
And here's the thing: Troy Aikman's the only honest guy doing football. Because did you see the?
Oh, he kept it a buck. I told Raji, Troy is in any sport. He's one of the best color analysts. Period. You name the sport.
And he talked about it, the terrible roughing the passer thing with Patrick Mahomes and that's the bad part about football.
We talked about it yesterday, too. When he went out of bounds, we were like, oh, they about to throw the flag.
Right, but there was one in the game that gave them 4 downs, you know, and we watched this, and this is where fans on Sundays mostly are always putting rigged or the NFL script or whatever because they see.
You're too loud right now. Come on, there's a lot going on right now.
I know.
There's too much going on in sports right now.
But you know what I'm saying, right?
You know, you can't be this loud.
You get my point.
Uh-huh.
And that takes away from the game because we saw that during the Tom Brady era. Would you get? They got him. You know what I mean? Then it would be roughing the passer,
Brady,
first down, and you would be like, come on,
Peyton Manning had it to an extent, not as bad as Tom Brady. Michael Jordan got it.
Brutal.
Guys get it when you become that guy. Now and now Patrick Mahomes, I'll be the first to admit he puts extra sauce on it. If dude going out of bounds, he just touches his shoulder. That man trying to win an Emmy or an Oscar.
Which one did remember he got that win over Joe Burrow and the Bengals on that play out of bounds?
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
You remember that set up the game-winning field goal to go to the Super Bowl.
Now, real question.
That
real
was
question. It's kind of like the art form of drawing fouls in the NBA, or I don't know what baseball equivalent would be. Isn't there somebody who always is good at like drawing, getting hit by pitchers or something? Just like certain people have a certain skill set. Is that gamesmanship though? You know what I mean? Meaning if I know how to draw, if I'm James Harden in his prime, and I'm getting to the rack.
No, because what they did is they stopped, and that's what made James Harden not as effective because they didn't give him that. They didn't give him those fouls.
They
in
created
the
that rip through,
that
rip through call because he was ripping through and drawing the fouls there.
And then they would just be like, "Oh, okay, you lost the ball."
So, but anyway, we'll talk a little further about it because Chiefs, they're going to the Super Bowl.
Oh, what happened to Otani? Is he hurt?
I don't know. You got to tell me. I know he's been cramping a little bit. All right, we got Adam Kaplan coming up right now. Steven Sager, get us set on what's trending, please.
It is. He's hosting the Blue Jays Game 4 of the World Series, and Shohei Ohtani has reached base safely in 11 straight plate appearances. That is the longest streak in World Series history. For postseason in general, the only longer streak at any point is the 12 straight Max Muncy put up last year. However, the pitcher, Shane Bieber, a Southern California native, has gotten out of it, and at the end of one just now, it's scoreless. Game 4. Game 5 will be in L.A. tomorrow night, also on Fox TV. Dodgers up 2-1 after winning in 18 innings last night. Blue Jays DH George Springer did not start, injured himself on a swing last night. Bo Bichette is the DH instead of playing infield. As for the NBA news, Wizards are leading in the third quarter against the Sixers, 90-76, although Philly's Joel Embiid does have 20 points. Late second quarter at Miami Heat, 63-57 over the Hornets. Only 5 games tonight, 16 games in the NHL. Everyone's playing, including the Penguins, tied at Philadelphia 2-2 with 4 minutes left in regulation. In tennis, number 1 Carlos Alcaraz lost his second-round match at the Paris Indoors. A reminder, this Saturday on Fox TV, number 1 Ohio State hosts Penn State, noon Eastern Time. The New Orleans Saints will start rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck at the Rams on Sunday. He played 7 years of college football. Spencer Rattler was benched during the last game. Washington quarterback Jaden Daniels is due to return to practice tomorrow after his hamstring injury. The Commanders had no update on wide receiver Terry McLaurin, who re-aggravated his quad injury last night. Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson practiced fully. He's due to return to play this Thursday night at Miami after missing 3 games with a hamstring injury. Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco is week-to-week with a sprained MCL. Steelers safety Deshaun Elliott out with a hyperextended knee. And Bills defensive tackle Ed Oliver was placed on IR. He'll have surgery on a torn biceps. Best to you.
Steve, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Trash Talking Tuesday, about 15 minutes away from that. Should I throw them out? They tell they can start calling now?
Yeah. Let's start lining them up.
877-99 on Fox, 877-99 on Fox. Trash Talking Tuesday. If you want to hop in, you can do so now. While we talk to Adam Kaplan in just 1 second. Aches and pains can sneak in during the holiday hustle and bustle. Aleve can help you forget the pain, make happy memories instead with just 1 pill. Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body pain relief so you can keep it moving. Use as directed. Like I mentioned, Adam Kaplan now. Fox Sports Radio NFL Insider, Caplan NFL. Adam, what's up, man? How you doing?
Guys, good to talk to you tonight. I love the Trash Talking Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt.
It's by the way, we trash talked.
They might be trashing me, though, Adam, because I'm not I'm ready to crown Otani as the greatest baseball player who ever played.
I mean, in my lifetime, look, I wasn't around for Babe Ruth. Neither were you, Rob. But
I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. Who is better?
Well, I'm going to say this, Adam, and it's just this. And I'm glad you brought up the part about we weren't around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't around for like the whole
Willie Mays?
life of Babe Ruth or the life of George Washington or Martin Luther King or great men who I still don't have to be around to acknowledge that they were great in their own time. Okay, that's number one. Because I think that argument of you could only evaluate somebody, while you're alive.
Sure.
I don't agree with that. Number two, even if you just take the metrics, Adam, of WAR, which is what they look at to look at the greatest players. Guess what? He doesn't even measure in the top 20 of the all-time greatest players. So it's so hard for me to look at that and say this early in his career, he's the greatest who ever played.
Hey, Adam,
I would agree with that, but I'm saying of I've been watching baseball. You mentioned Willie Mays, I was a little kid when he retired. I mean,
Right.
he was well past his prime when he was with the Mets.
Yeah.
Dying for baseballs, and he couldn't stand up. But Willie, from talking to everybody, was like the best all-around player of the 50s and 60s. It's hard for me to disagree with that. But with what Otani's doing as a pitcher and a hitter, it's special.
He's a unicorn. There's no doubt about it. But I'm just saying, I'm not there yet.
And I'm cool with that.
And
if you're not there yet,
I'm not.
Well, it's a little early too
okay
for his
with that.
career too,
It
right?
is.
That if you're looking at it that way, we need to see more. But the greatest athlete of my time, is Jordan. Nothing comes close. And this is not a criticism of Wayne Gretzky, who's the best hockey player arguably ever. Michael Jordan's the best professional athlete of my lifetime. I don't see how we could all bring up great players, but Michael Jordan is the number one athlete in my lifetime. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like sometimes you can just see it in real time and you can know. I don't have to wait 6-7 more years.
Hey, we saw Deion Sanders play football, Hall of
Pretty
Famer,
special,
and play
but-
baseball, but he wasn't on that level.
He was
never an all-star in baseball. He was never an all-star.
He would be the best top 5 pitcher in baseball if he were pitching all the time, and then also he's top 2 baseball player on the hitting side. It's crazy. But let's get to football, Adam. Otherwise, we and Rob been talking baseball all day.
Right.
I was just talking about this before you joined on. I said this a handful of weeks ago. I said the Chiefs are about to get back to what they were explosive-wise. Maybe not exactly 2018, 19, but they're about to be much closer to that than the last couple of seasons. And then they have become that. And now if you look at the odds-on favorite to get the Super Bowl, then the odds-on favorite to MVP, it's Patrick Mahomes. And I've told Rob I didn't pick him because I picked the Ravens, but now I'm like, it's just the Chiefs. Here we are, the same. It's going to be the Chiefs again and represent the AFC. Where are you at with this?
Yeah, I'm not there with the Chiefs yet. Their
I'm not
defense, I give him credit, but Marcus Mariota played. He started last night. The Chiefs are starting to turn around their season. Getting Rashee Rice back, who's the slot receiver, is big. Now, Pacheco, their starting running back, got a knee injury last night. He's probably going to miss some time, so that's concerning, and they're in the market for a back. Look, they're right there. I mean, they're right there. They're actually one of the healthiest teams in the National Football League. That really helps. And let's not forget, though, the Chargers have the tiebreaker because they're ready to beat the Chiefs. so they're going to play one more time. The Chargers are beat up physically. The Chiefs are healthier.
They ain't worried about the Chargers. They ain't worried about the Chargers.
Right. No, what I'm saying is that if I had to, I'd pick the Chiefs right now. Now, here's the thing, guys. This is my 27th year of covering the National Football League. This is the most wide open it is for anyone to win the Super Bowl.
I agree with that.
It's unbelievable. Like the Colts came out of nowhere. The New England, they've had a great schedule, but they're so far ahead of schedule. Green Bay's playing really good football, but they're not elite, even close to like Philly was last year. Eagles are starting to turn it around a little bit. They're beat up physically. The roster's not even close to what it was last year. They're a good team, though, well coached. Detroit's that team, guys. Detroit's that team. I give John Morton credit, their offensive coordinator, who, in my report that I had back in 2017 with the Jets, it didn't go well for him. Players just didn't buy in, but he is running everything he can in Ben Johnson's scheme. He's doing a great job. Now, let's face it, guys. Detroit's 5-2, and their secondary has been decimated by injury. They're going to be right there, folks. If I had to repick, if we had a redraft, so to speak, I'm going Detroit.
Who have they beaten that you're so
Let them talk.
impressed by? No,
It's just
I'm
the way,
asking.
but
No, I'm
so
asking.
you want. It's the way that they're playing.
I'm just asking, Adam. That's all I'm
They
asking.
got Tampa Bay pretty good, and Tampa Bay lost Mike Evans during the game, but they're playing great football right now. But you can only control who you play. Green Bay is. I've called Matt LaFleur the Lamar Jackson of head coaches. Great in the regular season, can't win the playoffs. He just has not been able to win.
No, he has to win. There's a lot of coaches. I'm with you on that. He has to win. But let me ask you about Jordan Love, because we saw him 20 straight completions and touchdowns in the fourth quarter to beat the Steelers or whatever. Playing better. He's playing because he had that stretch last year where people were like, well, maybe he's not that good. Yep. Yeah. Where are you on Jordan Love and have the Packers just picked up yet another quarterback that's going to play for 12 or 15 years?
They have the guy. Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable.
That's not really, here's the thing, though.
But,
Love,
is he going to be good? You know what I mean?
I think he's going to be a top 10 guy. The thing with him is, now we have to understand, when he was at Nevada, the scheme that he played in is completely different. So he kind of had a deep, as one Packer source said to me, you got to deprogram what he learned there, and you got to rebuild him. In the West Coast scheme, it's not easy to learn that, and it takes some time. But he's got it. They are the deep. By the way, they're the deepest team on both sides of the football. That's everyone who's played them has told me that they are super deep. It's just that, can they put it together? And sometimes I'll say this about Matt LaFleur: he's a pretty good play caller, but he's big on like the balance. I like what he said after the game. Rob, you mentioned it of the completions. Love was so good, they stopped trying to be balanced. He started throwing the football late, and you saw what he did in the fourth quarter,
right,
where he was unstoppable. That's good coaching. That's where Matt LaFleur has got to get out of his comfort zone and be more aggressive. That's been a major problem I've had with him. He's way too conservative times, but he was great last night.
Yeah. He really was. Who's the other one? Okay, so now Lamar's coming back, and I know we're going to get into this as well. That win that they just had was huge. I mean, it really was.
A bad loss for the Bengals.
Am I right? Like that was a big win, considering that Lamar didn't get to play.
They could have had a great position,
and they finally got themselves in a win, and now they still have 10 games to play. And could they win 8 of them or something? Maybe.
Well,
could they
Pittsburgh's
make a run?
got problems. Yeah, their defense has collapsed. I know they just made a move today to get us.
They give up 30 points a week.
I'm stunned because
How bad
they
it
really
is.
felt, Rob, talking to them, and I have throughout the season, that they really felt from a roster standpoint, particularly their starting 11, it's the best defensive roster they put together in years.
They can't stop anybody.
They're
old.
What I'm
told is
Slay and Ramsey and they're old.
I know. Well, Ramsey's
Hayward?
fine. Slay could barely play. He's near the end. But Kelvin, here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal with Pittsburgh. I'm told the communication on the back end's been horrendous. Guys are looking around. Their communication's not good. They're giving up big play after big play, and I'm a little surprised. I'll tell you what, I was surprised by that. But what Love did to them embarrassed them last night. And you mentioned Baltimore. Now, Baltimore's they got a lot of injuries. They're only 2-5, but they're starting to get some players back. And getting number 8 back is a major factor.
No doubt. He wins 75% of his games. He is that guy. All right, Adam.
Yep.
Adam, appreciate you as always, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Kaplan NFL.
Thanks, guys.
Give him a
Appreciate
follow.
it.
All right, Adam. Thank you. All right, Trash Talking Tuesday, 877-99 on Fox. Trash Talking Tuesday. Who you want to trash? Your chance to do it. We'll shut up and let you get your frustration
I'll
off. We'll
talk to you any way I want to talk to you.
If you don't like
Well,
it,
I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem, turn off your station.
Fox Sports Radio.
what all the stuff that's going on, the gambling and whatever. I think this is the worst time ever to be a sports fan, especially NBA. I really do.
Break it down.
I think this is, if you're a sports fan and you love the NBA, there's nothing worse than the current NBA and the current scenario and circumstance that you're faced right now. And here are the reasons why, Kelvin. Style of play. All the threes, all that, just the style of play isn't basketball that I love to watch and watched all these games. I don't want to see teams taking 1,000,000 threes. We've seen it. The NBA All-Star Game, scores over 200, no defense. We used to watch the All-Star Game. It was never this bad, okay? Load management. Guys decide they just don't want to play. Teams are arresting people paying $500 for tickets, and the players decide they don't want to play. They don't want to play back-to-back. Michael Jordan, this last season in the NBA, played all 82 games. It's just, that's another part of it. But there are two other parts. The fantasy sports, which is just ruined.
Do you have terrible conversations with your friends? Because you think it's going to talk about the game?
No. It's just,
man, he didn't do this. He didn't do. Did we talk about the game?
No, they don't care about the game. It's only what the player that they have and whether or not what they're doing. And then the last part, which is why, to me, this is relevant today, is the gambling aspect. And the idea of parlays, and not about winning or my team winning, being mad, watching the game, being mad that the coach pulled the player out of the game, but he needs 2 more rebounds. Wait a minute. What are you doing? He needs another assist. Get back out there. He needs another free throw. What are you doing? Angry. Your team wins, but they didn't get your parlay. How in the world are you enjoying this when I give you all these scenarios? 4. The style of play, too many threes. Load management, a black eye on the sport, paying your good hard-earned money, nobody's showing, and then they don't want to play. Fantasy sports, everything's about fantasy rather than the game or me caring about my team and them winning. And last, the whole parlay thing. My God, is that really where it's about the parlay? Not that my team won or they won by 16, man. That was a great game. No.
Why are you bummed your team won?
LeBron didn't get his other. He missed. He needed 1 more rebound.
Dude, we're the odd couple.
Am I over?
No, we're the odd couple, but on this subject, we are the even couple. I have a good friend of mine who was by far my great friend to talk sports with. You know what I mean? Just check in, watch the. He could be all across the country. You watching this game right now, World Series. You can just talk about the world. So watch this game. Wemby look great, and you just talk who you think's better. What do you like? You crazy? I'm taking hits. That was my guy. Drive home. I got an hour drive home. Let's talk sports. We all have that guy, or you got several. And he started getting heavy into parlays. He's the one guy he's that guy you even go back and be like, remember in 05 finals when you was rooting for, man, that was my friend. Then that started to call him, and man, what
happened?
I needed him to hit a mother-loving 3. I'm like, wait, but ain't you going for the rooting for, or that's not even your guy like that. I don't even know who this kid is. Right. I know, but I had the team at over 25 threes, so, and it started to change everything. I'm texting about, man, the running back's got to run harder. I thought, why would you go for 3rd and 6? And he's like, man, random game about some guy needs to get 2 more assists. And I'm like, man, and it ruined that friend who I relied on
that conversation
who have that sports. I couldn't agree with you more. If you're not into it and your buddies, that crew that used to be all about going to the bar and watching the game and meeting at somebody's house, it's changed everything. Now, to get back to everything else you were saying, style of play, because while it may be scientifically the better thing to do, to shoot the 3 and get it's also stylistically boring, right? I like mid-ranges. I like guys getting to the rack. I like post-up moves. Just simply shooting 3s and operating like that is bad. And as you mentioned, there was a moment when I was questioning the competition. Like, everything was a business decision. I got to wait right now, load management. I don't want to play because I'm not fully where I need to be. I don't want to play in an all-star game or the dunk contest because if I lose, what do I have to gain if I don't do it? If I don't, everything became business decisions versus just the pure love of the game. And you start to see that. Let's get to it. Fox Sports Radio. It's the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Trash Talking Tuesday. For over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection. With convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com. It is the way tire buying should be. It's time now for Trash Talking Tuesday.
Don't you ever talk about me! It's Trash Talking Tuesday.
It's your teeth, Reggie. I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal, man.
Get it kicked off. Jay in Georgia. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Jay?
What's going on, y'all? I am trashing Rob Parker and the great DJ Advertiser tonight.
What?
Oh, yeah. I love you, my boy, but I got to get you because a lot of times I work late, so I'm not able to catch the live show. But I do go check the podcast out. And this morning, I'm driving to work at 6:30 in the morning, and this little guy, 12 years old, little Isaac Cooper Jr. is on the radio ready for his big moment, and he stutters a little bit, and Rob Parker just kicks the guy off the goddamn radio, and I'm like, what? Did Rob just create a sports broadcasting villain in real time? And I'm going to trash DJ Alex Tyson because one thing I found out listening to this show, Kelvin and Ron G are always the voice of reason. They try to keep me in line, Rob Parker. But that DJ Alex Tyson, he had you on, and he had that sound bite cut up in like 1 second. He started playing it over and over.
Oh, wait a minute. Which one? This sound bite? Here we go.
CJ, you see what I mean, Jay?
All right.
You
thanks,
see what I mean, Jay?
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Rob, don't listen to him. You're right.
That's right. Nick.
Origin story. We got the
In
villain origin
Illinois,
story.
you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Nick? Who you
trashing, Nick?
That's right.
Hey, fellas, I got a couple tonight. Huge fans of you guys, but
Thank
you guys are first. You guys are first on my list tonight. Honestly.
Why?
You know, I mean, for calling the coach a coward for walking Shohei is ridiculous. Like, I mean, he accounts for 1 run without his bat in the game last night, and the Dodgers lose. Mookie Betts is 4 for his last 31 in the NLCS and the World Series. He's played in both 18-inning World Series games. He's 1 for 15. Of course you walk Otani to get to Betts. Second, I got to go to the Trimer-inner. I'm missing his name right now. The guy, why has it got to be so long? Can't we just get a ghost runner till like
Rob G.
Inning? Oh, my God, he sounds like my mother-in-law. Come on, man. The game's too long. Oh, get out of here. That's the casual fan right there.
That
you give an
is.
inch, and they want to take a mile. That's all I got.
No doubt.
There we go.
Hey, I thought we said if they were to walk him the rest of the World Series. Not that they walked him last night. We understood that.
Mike from Peoria, Illinois. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Who you trashing, Mike?
Hey, guys, great to be back. Second-time trasher, all-the-time listener.
Thank you, Mike.
Appreciate you, Mike.
Appreciate you, yes.
Well, when you got a good thing going, why change it? For the second time, I'm trashing LeVar Arrington.
What do you do?
What do you do now?
Okay, quick setup. Yesterday, Brady Quinn was talking about a little animal, a little critter under his wife's car he's trying to get out. A gopher, a raccoon, whatever. And LeVar said, well, maybe it's a possum. And then, and I don't know how his brain works. I mean, obviously it doesn't. But this is what he said. After he said, well, maybe it's a possum. He says, well, we've had cougars and milfs. Why don't we have possums? Hey, LeVar, if you want to be a clown, join the circus. There's no place in sports talk radio for the use of the word milk. You're just trying to be funny, and I got news for you, buddy. You're not.
Okay, there you go. Oh my God.
Hey, let me tell you what. Mike don't like Eric LeVar.
I know. My goodness gracious.
You want to trash talk because
Hey, Scott. Scott in Pennsylvania, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio.
Who you trashing, Scott?
Hey, guys, I am trashing Tony Romo and Jim Nantz.
Wow.
they covered the Broncos Cowboys. I almost felt sorry for them. The Broncos should have put 60 on the Cowboys. So the next time they do a Cowboys game, Tony Romo, I'll be ready for you. I'll have a box of tissues to wipe your eyes and a copy of Roy Orbison's song "Crying." Thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks,
appreciate
Scott.
you.
That's right.
You know, fire today.
How about Tim, Chili Tim in Atlanta? You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Tim?
Well, I wasn't going to include his name, but I heard his interview. Ephraim Salaam and the rest of this greatest of all time people out here, this culture now. Let's start with Shohei Ohtani. Rob, could you imagine telling Nolan Ryan that he has to walk intentionally? Shohei Ohtani, Nolan Ryan would have been like, he'd have been carried off.
Exactly. Now that is true.
I agree.
Ain't no way Nolan Ryan would have been like, what?
And number two, Ephraim Salaam saying Wemby, okay, he's a good young player, but the greatest of all time. I mean, come on, LeBron James has been trying to prove it all his life, and he couldn't overtake it. Kobe Bryant tried his best and he couldn't overtake it. I mean, when we saw Michael Jordan, it wasn't if. We knew instantly he was going to be the greatest of all time. And, Rob, I'm glad you mentioned the war with because, I say Barry Bonds is my greatest of all time. Let Ohtani at least move into the top 10 before we start talking about it. If they don't stop at this greatest of all time, they're going to make a preacher forget where he's been delivered from and start saying some choice words again, man.
All right, Chili, I
There
can
you
tell.
go, Chili.
It might be Chili in ATL for real.
Hey,
right
Chili's like, that's right.
Yeah, he was.
But he's right. I'm just talking about the war thing. Like, if that's what you use as the Bible, he doesn't rate yet.
Well,
not
you can't
in
talk
war.
about the Bible. Chili can, because you went
yeah,
yesterday.
you're right.
You was calling God out yesterday.
All right. Do we have time for Mace, or do we do? Yeah, Mace, you got to be quick. Mace in San Diego, you're on the Odd
What
Couple Fox
decade you
Sports
think it's gonna
Radio. I might be current.
I'm going 90s.
All right, Mace, who you trashing?
Very good, Kelvin. It's going to be Chief Olbermann, the former ESPN employee who has lost his damn mind due to an overdose of the woke virus that has been intravenously injected into your bloodstream. It's a prerequisite to have a left-leaning ideology who works at ESPN. Unfortunately, Keith, you've taken it to another level. What the hell happened to you, Keith? You were my favorite sports center anchor in the early 90s. Now you're a complete ignorant buffoon who does not possess the ability to formulate a logical thought due to the indoctrination ESPN and brainwashed you with. You are an odious individual who said the most ignorant statements for a number of years. I will admit I'm an unstable, angry, cynical, self-deprecating whack job, but you, Keith, are another level. You make me look like a tame individual. It's not surprising you're 69 years old and have never been married. You will never be married to anyone due to your perception of reality, but not doing your due diligence, by not signing a prenuptial agreement against your left hand.
Man.
My goodness.
Wow. All right, Mace.
He says more than Marcellus Wiley's ever said.
Hey, I'm not deceived.
That's right. And at least he'll get to the point. I'm just
not.
saying.
You
at some
stop.
point.
Hey, it's my man. Stop it. I have to swing
Has he
on
not
one of y'all.
called you yet? No.
No. I'm not dealing with y'all. I'm going to have to swing on one of y'all for my man.
We are Fox Sports.
Wake up, it's two pros and a cup of Joe, Fox Sports Radio. You ready? Yes.
I'm Colin Cowherd. This is The Herd. You are listening to The Dan Patrick Show.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. Let's get it.
Fox Sports Radio. Bigger, bolder, and better than anyone in the game.
Fox Sports Radio is the #1 sports audio network.
Diverse, fun, entertaining, and driven by the big sports topics of the day.
They had to bolster the offensive line, which they did.
You finally said something right. Congratulations. That game was incredible. You are wrong.
You could take that trash somewhere else. Wham! We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all so. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
I'm your favorite fan.
Thank you.
Love you. You're very talented. You're the best.
Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
Great show.
Thank you, Jim. You sound like Joe Pesci.
How am I funny to you?
I can't help but notice that the W-2s for the quarterback look a lot higher.
That's because we're worth it.
You gotta be kidding.
He never was an elite quarterback.
This team is unstoppable.
He made the right call.
You know that's right.
LeBron James is a legend.
No, he's not. He complains all the time.
You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. Wrong.
For 25 years, Fox Sports Radio has dominated the sports audio landscape.
With the biggest talent and the best programming available.
We talk sports and we have fun doing it. We talk about life.
Sports radio is where you go after the games are over, and then the discussion begins.
If the Chiefs win.
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
It is live. It is unscripted. No other medium can touch that.
And that's what makes it special.
Yes.
Who wants some?
Bigger, bolder, better. We are Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah.
Have taken a 2-1 lead at Dodger Stadium in Game 4 of the World Series on Fox TV. They're going to the bottom of the third. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with a 2-run homer on a high pitch from Shohei Ohtani after striking out on 3 pitches against Ohtani in the first inning. This ends Toronto's 13-inning scoreless drought this week. Shane Bieber is the Blue Jays starting pitcher. He allowed a run bottom of the second on a sac fly by Kike Hernandez for the Dodgers, their first sac fly in over a month. Again, it's 2-1 Toronto going to the bottom of the third. Dodgers lead the series 2-1. The New Orleans Saints will start rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck at the Rams Sunday. Spencer Rattler was benched during the last game. Quarterback Jaden Daniels of Washington is due to return to practice Wednesday after his hamstring injury. And among the many NBA games tonight, it's Washington with 7 minutes to go, leading Philly 118-107 despite 25 points from Joel Embiid. I'm Steve DeSager.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios. Here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Hour number 3 on a Trash Talking Tuesday.
Number 3.
It is the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Yeah, a spirited edition for the Trash Talking. Aches and pains can sneak up on you during the holiday hustle and bustle as we're about to get into it. And Aleve can help you forget the pain, make happy memories instead. With just one pill, Aleve provides up to 12 hours of body relief so that you can keep moving, use as directed. Don't forget, if you missed any of today's show, you'll be able to catch it on the podcast. That's right. Just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast right after the show. Rob G's working on it as we speak. Today's podcast will be posted, and be sure to follow the podcast. Rate it at least 5 stars because we're worth it. And do it! That's right. You can even provide a review. Again, just search Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast, and you'll find today's full show and a best-of version as well right after we get off the air. So let's update the baseball game.
Otani struck out, by the way.
Yeah, he struck out. Mookie just lined out to third, so it's 2 outs, bottom of the third. And we saw Vladimir Guerrero Jr. hit the 2-run home run off Otani. The interesting thing is Fox, so it's 2-1 Toronto, bottom of the third, 2 outs for the Dodgers. But Fox showed Otani's numbers when he's pitching both regular season and playoffs. 246 batting average, 7 home runs, 15 RBIs. So his numbers aren't as good when he's obviously pitching. There's another focus there.
Yeah.
You don't really want to be on base, but he's on base. Remember, he led off the game with a walk. So that's not always good. You want your pitcher to be just kind of focused in on pitching.
Yeah.
So far, what do you think? So far, I mean,
so far he's fine. Like he's not. I don't. If for you're the Dodgers, he doesn't have to be Yamamoto. You know what I mean? Like meaning just lights out, complete games. If he ends up going another 3 innings and only gave up the 2 runs, maybe even 3.
No, he might give up.
That's what I say. Even
6.
3. No, about 5 or 6. But even 3.
I'm banking on 6 runs through 5 innings.
Banking on 5 or 6. Even if it's 3, you'll be happy because you figure we should be able to win.
You know what? Rob G was inside. You know, he's like,
what did he say?
Thinks I'm rooting for somebody or I care that much, and I was trying to get the point to him.
Okay.
That when you do this, it's about your take that you want to be right.
Okay.
I don't care about the Blue Jays. I don't care about the Blue Jays at all if they win. I picked them in 5 or 6 depending on what outlet you heard. But I don't.
My daughter wears them. They're called flip-flops.
You know, I don't know. No, that's not flip-flops. It's not like I picked the Dodgers for one thing and the Blue Jays for something else.
No, you over here like 5, 6.
I'm just saying.
All right, I hear what you're saying, but here's where I challenge you.
But I don't. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not like people think like I'm invested somehow. Other than I'm an analyst and that's what I do for my living. A lot of guys in this business have very long careers and never get anything right, and somehow it doesn't affect them, and people just keep watching.
Who?
I feel like you thought. Did you think you were sitting next to Brian Kenny again? I ain't falling for that. First of all, Rob G might have set it up wrong. It ain't that you're rooting for the Blue Jays. You're rooting for the Dodgers to lose. There is a rooting interest.
No,
you do get your root on.
Nobody.
Let's get to the root of the problem here.
What do you mean?
Don't try to no. That
why am I rooting for the Dodgers? I live in Los Angeles. Why do I hate the Dodgers?
Let me give you my mic. Ask yourself that question. Why are you rooting against the Dodgers? Huh?
I'm not rooting against them.
So yeah, you might not have I'm rooting for the Blue. No, I know you're not blue. You could care less about the Blue Jays, but you're rooting for the Dodgers. You picked the Blue Jays. You picked the Brewers. And who did the Dodgers play first, Rob G? I forgot. The Phillies. Who else did you pick? You were this close picking the Reds. You want to pick the Reds?
You know I didn't pick no Reds. They didn't even belong in the playoffs.
And then watch this, Rob G. Is there a series since you've been working with him that he did not pick the Yankees?
Oh,
Never.
Yes, it is. Would you stop? That's Rob G.
There's been not a single series where you have not picked the Yankees.
What are you talking about?
So we have found 2 things, if nothing else in life, that you root for.
What are you talking about?
You have never picked against the Yankees in a series.
The Yankees and the Dodgers to lose.
Not true.
I'll give you. Right now we're watching the NBA is Philly versus Washington. You have no interest. You care less. Who would you pick? You only want your pick to be right. I agree with you there.
I want my pick to be right.
But not with these two teams.
No, that ain't true.
You know it's true.
All right, let's do
And Rob G keeps track. That's the best part about all this.
Rob G.
It's called proof of performance. Okay, and the performance is anybody but the Dodgers.
Anybody but. Man, I don't know. Where Elijah at? Your Shekel City. And the best part is, Roger, the look he gives me when he says it, like, hey, you're never going to believe this. I got the Blue Jays plus 1.5. Yeah, I know, Rob. Blue Jays. Can you believe that?
I will say this, that Elijah has made a permanent stamp.
It just sits there.
Any team other than the Dodgers on my best bet.
It just sits there.
I'm just saying.
All right, what are we talking about now?
Okay. I'm going to say this. So we talked about the Ravens, okay, and the win that they had.
Huntley looked like he was like, who needs a starting quarterback? I can be that.
But the idea that they won that game, that was a really good precursor to Lamar coming back on Thursday. Like seriously. And this team, we know this, they're two Derrick Henry fumbles away from winning two more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like there were two games that he cost them. Would you agree, right?
For sure, one.
Definitely.
100% one.
Okay, but there was two games that they probably would have won had he not fumbled in the situations that he did. And it counts, and I'm not trying to take them away, and they lost the games and all that. And their defense wasn't good to start the season, giving up 40 points a week or whatever. But they have too much talent. They're getting healthier. If they get their – can they make a run in this division? Absolutely. And my pick, Rob G., before the season started, because he always says, do I pick the Packers every year? No, but I picked the Packers this year.
Mm-hmm.
And that was before the Micah Parsons trade, right? Because wasn't that right before the season? I remember I think I had picked the Packers.
I think you did.
Right? I did, before. And then they got them. So, and I picked the Baltimore Ravens. Like you. You picked the Ravens, but I think you picked who'd you pick? The
Lions. Ravens, Lions.
Yeah, he's talking about me, and every pick is the Lions and the Tigers and the Pistons.
No, I picked the Mariners.
I
picked the Mariners. Mariners, Dodgers was my World Series pick. See, I keeps it real, son. I don't mind picking against them. And the problem with the Lions is now they're 15-2, the 21 carry the 21-4, meaning they don't really lose. And since I've been a part of this show,
no, what are you talking about? You don't count playoff losses?
I'm talking about regular season.
No, I'm talking about the playoff loss. You don't count those?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'm saying regular season when we count them, we do our.
I count the postseason losses.
And even if you do that, that's a lot. Okay, so they're 21-5, Rob. And I got to include a win, so they be 22. So my point is, they don't be.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, my point is that I'm serious. I think the Ravens can make a run, and I don't flip-flop. I'm sticking with my Super Bowl pick, but I don't think if they can get it going and get in the playoffs, I think that they could still make a run if they get everybody right, if everybody's healthy, if guys play. They don't have to play to their resumes. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Play to their abilities. Because they weren't doing that when the season first started. Am I crazy?
You're crazy light. And the only reason why I'm not going full-blown crazy is because of Lamar Jackson. And he's just that much of a difference maker that if it came down to a game or two they needed to win, he's just that good that he can win a game or two to make them win the division or at least, find some wild card spot, get in there. And then from there, you let the chips fall where they may. And, again, he's just that good. So that's why I'm not going to say you're full-on crazy. I will say, however, I just don't like what I'm seeing from them as a total unit. Defensively, they've gotten better, but, they're not where they should be, where we all kind of thought they would be with the guys. If you look at the back names on the back of the jersey, they're not where they should be. Derrick Henry, surprisingly. You thought when Lamar Jackson would go out, they would kind of what San Francisco's been doing. They said, all right, Purdy's out, this guy's out, whole receiving group's out. We're going to rely on McCaffrey. He's been getting the ball like crazy. That's not the case. Derrick Henry, he's got a couple of touchdowns because they were right there at the red zone, but he's not going crazy. He's not getting $120, $140, $150, 30 carries. We're just going to ride the horse. It's not been that. So I don't know what they are right now. I don't like the total team as a whole. But again, the only reason why I'm giving you crazy light is because Lamar Jackson in his prime right now is just that good that if he matches up against the right team and needs to win this game to win the division or a wild card spot, it will be very hard for me to go against him, depending, as long as it's not like one or two teams, because he's just that good and he's that unique that it's hard to game plan for him.
Yeah, I just think like their roster and their talent is you picked them for a reason.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, and they haven't played up to their potential. You got plenty of time to get there, is what I'm saying. It's a long season. We saw them last year, Rob G. I want you to read out the schedule too, what's coming up, but. Remember, they lost the first. They were 0-2, and most teams that start 0-2 don't make the playoffs.
And we both win.
And we were like,
we're
going to make the playoffs. Right? Exactly, both of us. They won 7 of the next 8, and that's what I'm saying. With Lamar coming back, I can envision that.
That's not crazy. I said he's that good. I mean,
give us a schedule, Rob G, and let's see how it lines up.
Well, in order for them to make the Super Bowl, like you have them win the Super Bowl, they got to make the playoffs first. In order to make the playoffs, they got to get out of this 2-5 hole they dug themselves in. But this schedule shapes up very, very well if you were believing.
Shoot, the division alone is easy.
So Thursday against the Dolphins. Dolphins are not very good.
Okay, so there could be a W right there.
Then they get the mini bye, right? Because you play Thursday, you got 10 days for the next game. They travel to Minnesota, but J.J. McCarthy so far has only played one good quarter.
Yeah, that's winnable.
In his NFL
that's
career.
Winnable.
Okay, then it's in Cleveland. Dylan Gabriel's nothing to really get excited about. It's at home against Justin Fields or Tyrod Taylor in the Jets.
You look at those right there.
Let's say they lost one of them. Just
so then they're at home to Joe Flacco. Now they might be plucky because the Bengals suddenly got an offense, but it's at home.
But it's still winnable.
Right?
It's not like ooh.
Then it's at home against Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers. Right. So both the two tougher games are at home.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, then they go to Cincinnati and they close it with Bengals, Patriots, Packers, Steelers. So that Week 18 game with the Steelers could ultimately determine the division.
Right.
That would be crazy. And that's also not crazy, meaning that's not far-fetched.
But that's why I'm feeling, you know what I mean, like especially with Lamar coming, not winning that game because I thought, they need to win that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I thought that, and then for Steelers that loss hurt them as well.
The Bengals lost. They were up 15 or something with like 5 minutes left, give or take.
Come on. And to the Jets who couldn't score.
Yeah, that was
a
big loss for them because, to Rob G's point, it's not that they expect them to be a powerhouse, but with that offense, you and Joe Flacco kind of manning, like if they can just win enough, because maybe 9 games wins the division, 10 games wins the division.
But how is the defensive coordinator still employed? I'm serious. like to the Jets, that's okay? You know what I'm saying? To that team?
So first of all, don't disrespect God like that.
I just can't get
Justin Fields.
Okay, that's right. What am I thinking?
He prayed to the Lord. The Lord looked out.
Oh, God. Rob G.
Real quick question. I know we got it up against it. We got a tease here. We got the callers. Me and Dub were talking off the air yesterday about the MVP race.
Were y'all talking about me first? Or no?
Yes, we were.
Okay.
Not yesterday.
No, yeah.
That's every day.
That was on Friday, the last time we talked about you.
Friday.
We were talking about the MVP with the Jonathan Taylor conversation.
Yes.
We were talking off the air, though, you and I, and it was, hey, man, if Lamar Jackson comes back, and they run off 7 of 8, 8 of 10, whatever, and they make the playoffs, they win that division. Is it possible that he could get the MVP, even though he missed already a quarter of the season? Or did he miss too many games where there's no way he's doing it?
He missed too many for me, but it would make it interesting. But I think he would have missed too many. And not to mention, I think they would love to give Patrick Mahomes. And if he just stays on the trajectory.
I just don't. If they would have run it back, like, just say he wins 9 out of 10, and he plays and puts up numbers, and they come storming back from a 2-5 start, and he's the reason why with
he
the
will
numbers.
Be the reason.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's a
if that happens, it's because
it's Lamar.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's compelling where you would look and go, man, that team was dead in the water. How did they do it?
Well,
and that would be, to me, why that would be a compelling story for an MVP.
You know what? They would probably just give him comeback player of the year, though. Because they in the same year. Can you get that in the same year?
No, that's not comeback.
Can you get it the year you came back?
No. But that's like coming off an injury or like.
He did come off an injury.
No, but I'm like the year before, not during the season.
No, he came back mid-season. What are you talking about?
Mid-season.
But his numbers, Rob G, real quick, do you have them? What were his numbers before he got hurt? Remember, he got off to a great start.
Oh, to start the season, it was the best start in NFL history.
Right.
listen, there's a reason I picked the Ravens.
But before the Chiefs game, it was statistically the best start by a quarterback in NFL history since 2007, Tom Brady.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he got off to a great start and then
I think he would have missed. What would that be if he plays Thursday? Was that 4 or 5 games? How many
4?
I think 4 or 5. So I do wonder if that would be too many. But listen,
right.
Lamar can go crazy.
He would have missed 3.5 games.
Yeah, that's
he's
what I'm saying.
a video
That's not
game
bad.
player.
All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. Is it crazy to say that Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are still Super Bowl contenders, or are you out? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple on a TV theme song on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Sorry about that. I don't know what day it is. I'm just
TV theme song Thursday and a Trash Talking Tuesday.
Right here on Fox Sports Radio.
Now, you had me, so I convinced I thought you were right. I'm like, it is a TV theme song Thursday and a Trash Talking Tuesday.
Stick and stay.
Let me check the calendar here. Tuesday in the US of A.
I'm going to lay the blame squarely on your commissioner, Adam Silver, the NBA, and all the other leagues following behind, okay? This is where I'm going to put the blame because they've made it comfortable enough where people felt like they can do this and they can be involved in it because at one time, Kelvin, gambling was a no-no. So much so, I remember them saying there'll never be a team in Las Vegas, right? There'll never be a team in Las Vegas because they're not going to do that. I remember when Major League Baseball told Mickey Mantle and Willie Mays to get lost, kick rocks. They were greeters at Atlantic City in front of a casino, right? Yep. Fans, come meet Mickey Mantle. These guys are long time retired. They were retired baseball players. They weren't even playing. They said, if you're greeters, we want nothing to do with you. You can't wear a Major League Baseball uniform. You can't come to Old Timers Day. Nothing to do with the sport. We know what baseball did to Pete Rose, right? No. Persona non grata, you're banned for life. All the other stuff. And now that's all changed. And all the leagues, I'm not saying all the leagues, we know this, they're all in bed with the casinos. We've normalized gambling to the point where people feel comfortable to even do this. We just saw last week, did we not talk, Kelvin, about the colleges allowing players to now vote, bet on, as long as it's not your game, you can bet on. Oh, okay, here we go. And this is why I think we are where we are, is because there is no fear of God from the leagues. The Terry Rozier thing is as bad a black eye to the NBA as anything. How the hell did they clear him? Who's your investigative team? They should all be fired. Adam Silver should come with his hat in his hand and apologize that this league basically exonerated him and allowed him to play, and then the FBI snaps handcuffs on him today. Seriously. How did that happen? You know how that happened? Because they wanted it to go away. They wanted it to go away. And go ahead, Kelvin. I can sit here all day.
No, I'm with you. Let me add to that. Not only did they want it to go away, if you recall, do you remember when it went away? Do you remember what happened that day? That's the day Malik Beasley's thing came out. So they didn't want it to have multiple stuff going on at the same time. So let's kind of scurry and move on away from one. The other one comes out. Let's hurry up and get away from that one. Oh, we're right in the middle of what? We're right in the middle of the Steve Ballmer, Kawhi Leonard, Clipper thing. So the NBA had a lot going on right now. And you already know the Jonte Porter stuff that happened with the last year. So there was a lot when it came to gambling. Tim Donaghy notwithstanding over the last 10, 15 years, and especially now that the NBA is trying to skate away from. And the challenge with this is they are in bed with gambling. So they tell you don't gamble on certain things, but hold on, let's take a quick break. It's brought to you by DraftKings. It's brought to you by Prize Picks. Brought to you by FanDuel. And so which one is it? Is it don't gamble? Is it gamble this way? Where if you are going to gamble, only use our sites. So it is a convoluted, mixed up thing that is getting ugly, that is creating a normalcy to kids because it's on apps and it looks fun and it looks like something cool to do. And you don't have to bet big money. You can bet a few dollars. So that's not a big problem. I'm only betting a few dollars. And it can cause and lead to people becoming problematic. Now, going back to the NBA specific, I don't fully agree with you in that I agree that this is horrible. You and I have talked about it for a whole year now. The whole gambling in bed with everybody, then you're telling them not to gamble. The only challenge I have with this is the Damon Jones taking advantage of information about LeBron, a professional, you retire from the game, like that's on you. Being a part of, Gilbert Arenas and all that stuff happened with Gilbert. Now you got stuff that allegedly happened with Chauncey. Like being a part of mob tied casino games and poker nights, I should say, that's on you. Radio, Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Was a spirited one. Thank you to everybody who called a little bit earlier. In a minute, we're going to have you know how me and you like to have deep conversations on the radio with our listeners. It ends up being really good. And one of the other things we like to do is these boxing hypotheticals and things that could potentially happen. That's become kind of a hot thing for us. And well, there's another one out there that might be happening. We'll talk to you about that in just a little bit. Make sure you check out the brand new YouTube channel. Shout out to Elijah. It's got it looking great. We're on there right now, simulcasting Odd Couple FSR. Just search that on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We appreciate it as always. All right. Any confidence that the Ravens can get back in this thing? If Lamar's back Thursday, can they get back in it? Can they win the division? Can they get in the postseason and maybe have a chance to get to the Super Bowl? 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, first, what was that? RJ in San Diego.
Oh, he got something to say.
You're
to
on
you.
the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up?
What up, Rob, Calvin? How you guys doing?
What's
Doing
up, RJ?
great. What's up, buddy?
You know, I'm a little hurt right now because my boy, Rob, is going against my team, and I'm a little sad, man.
I'm not going against your team. I'm just calling it the way I see it.
Well, get some new glasses then.
You know?
Hey, Rob, you know they're there's not one player on that team you do not like. You know, that's a good team, man. Like, we're just humble. And
Actually, he has a good point. It's a very likable. Like, who doesn't like Freddie Freeman? Who doesn't like Mookie? Who doesn't like Shohei other than you?
The Prince is there.
Oh,
Thanks,
wow.
RJ.
Got royalty at the game.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a very, very likable team. Like, how do you not like? Who's the least? Is it Max Muncy, maybe? Least likable guy, maybe? I don't know.
And that would be, there's nothing he's done.
Yeah.
Sean in Sacramento, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Sean?
Yo, I'll go from another mother. Cousin Kelvin, my brother's behind the board. What up, Mom? Man, real quick, man, on this take, and I got a little trash at the very end of this car real quick, man. But on this take, man, I hear y'all about Lamar, most talented QB in the league by my books. But, man, with that injury, and you never know with those type of injuries what kind of effect that's going to have on his running game, I just don't know if he could pull it off. And with that coaching staff, Rob, you've been preaching it all year. One-dimensional, doesn't know how to make any type of changes to influence the game and help them win in the second half. I don't see it coming. And if I got a couple seconds just to trash somebody real quick, man.
Who's that?
The LA fan base, man, talking about the game was just so long. We just had to beat traffic. We all had to go home and had to end. Word to Rob G. Wasn't it just 2 weeks ago that Seattle fan base showed up and showed out in Game 6, stuck it all the way through for 16 innings? We got kids with shoes on top of their heads, everybody cheering on the big dumper, man. It can be done. I don't want to hear none of this wowsy, woo-woo. Oh, God, from the LA fans, man. We got to keep it going.
LA fans is cool. Everybody except Rob G.
Rob G, he didn't want no part of it.
Rob G don't like Rob G just want to walk around and get free stuff at Costco. That's all he want to do, get free. Ooh, I'll have another one. Yes, I will.
I think the job that he really wants, other than being a producer on the radio, is to be a greeter at Costco.
What do you mean you think? Yes, absolutely.
I told you that. That's not even like a think.
Like, he can't wait to be old.
He just wants to stand there, have people come in.
Just, hey, how you doing? No, right over there, aisle 16.
Scan membership and keep it pushing.
How'd you do?
Hey, where's your membership? Hey, you.
But would you be like, you're.
But Rob G, you can't tell like overweight women, do you really need that?
Oh, you can't.
Rob,
you know what?
That thought never crossed my mind to even suggest
You know
that.
what? Can I have a full honest moment? Rob G.
Yes.
When I first started here years ago doing weekends, and we did a few shows together and everything.
Did you all work together before?
Yeah. I was like, I didn't think I was like, is Rob G nice? Is he warm? It's like, you're way nicer of a guy than I initially.
Oh, wow. So you were saying that you were capital.
And no, he was just kind of like, hey, what's up? No doubt. Yeah. So here's the topic. And yeah, it's kind of straightforward. Not like.
Here comes another 2-run home.
So now, I say that to say, are you like that guy at Costco? Like, hey, how do you? How you?
Oh, no. I'm the Costco police.
Oh,
like,
that's
you didn't scan your membership.
Yeah,
this is for executive members only before 9 a.m.
My first thought was right. We got Vlad up on.
We don't play around when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Did you see Sandy Koufax after he get the home run? He's just like, man, I knew that was going.
It's good to see Sandy,
Dude, that dude is still at the ball game. That's incredible.
For real.
It really is.
Because when you say his name, he almost feels so like he's not with us anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's just so, which almost reverence as if something from the past.
No doubt. Let's squeeze in Andre in Massachusetts. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Dre?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for taking the call. Listen, the Ravens are Super Bowl contenders in Madden 26. They're Super Bowl contenders in Madden. But in terms of this NFL season, look, the only reason they have a chance to make the playoffs is because of the injuries and what's happened in other divisions, right? What is the AFC South? No good. Indianapolis running away with that, and then Joe Burrow being knocked out for Cincinnati. That leaves them a window. Steelers are 1 game over 500. They're 3 games under 500. So they could, if they get hot this back half of the season, they could catch up to the Steelers, maybe get in that second spot, maybe even overtake them if the Ravens players are capable. But Super Bowl, that horse has sailed, right? They lost the first game to Buffalo that they shouldn't, and it just was a slippery slope from there. I would like to see them get into the second season because it would be a great storyline. But honestly, the Baltimore Ravens are the new look Buffalo Bills. They can't get out of their own way. And if this season is not successful, where do you go from here? We've seen it again and again and again. They just can't get over the top. So I hope they get in the playoffs and get themselves a chance. They're no more Super Bowl contenders. Thanks for taking the call.
All right. Appreciate it. He had it all broken down. And if you look at this and indicators indicated that the Browns, and then what you got to look at is the Bengals. All right. Appreciate you, Dre. All right.
He said the same thing about the Denver Broncos, and then John Elway won the Super Bowl his last 2 years in the league. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's what Andre was saying.
Yeah.
You knew him back then?
No, I didn't know him. But
He been following your career like
for
crazy.
a long time, right? I wouldn't even have my career there with John Elway won those 2 Super Bowls.
Hey, a boxing rematch that I don't think anybody wants. We'll tell you what it is next. Right now, Steve DeSager. Hey, Steve.
Hey, let's update Game 4 of the World Series on Fox TV as L.A. hosts Toronto, and the Blue Jays lead 2-1 going to the bottom of the 5th. Pitcher Shohei Ohtani just retired Vladimir Guerrero Jr. on a soft liner to center. In his first at-bat, got him on a strikeout on 3 pitches, but in between, a 2-run homer in the 3rd, so a 2-1 lead for the visitors in this Game 4 with the Dodgers leading the series 2-1. LA won in 18 innings last night. The only Dodger run this evening, bottom of the 2nd, sac fly from Kike Hernandez. Ohtani threw 5 pitches, has 5 strikeouts, 76 pitches thrown. 66 pitches in 4 innings for Shane Bieber. Toronto started. He is a Southern California native. The New Orleans Saints will start rookie quarterback Tyler Shuck at the Rams on Sunday. Spencer Rattler was benched during the last game.
Oh, Shuck.
Quarterback Jaden Daniels of Washington due to return to practice Wednesday after his hamstring injury. The Commanders had no update on wide receiver Terry McLaurin, who re-aggravated his quad injury last night. Ravens QB Lamar Jackson practiced fully. He's due to return to play this Thursday night at Miami after missing 3 games with a hamstring injury. Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco is week-to-week with a sprained MCL. Steelers safety Deshaun Elliott out with a hyperextended knee. The Patriots gave defensive back Marcus Jones a 3-year extension. Chargers safety Derwin James practiced today despite an ankle injury. Denver linebacker Dre Greenlaw is officially back after his 1-game suspension. A reminder this Saturday on Fox TV, number 1 Ohio State hosts Penn State, noon Eastern time. Just 5 NBA games tonight. One of them's in overtime, about 3 minutes to go in the OT at Washington. Wizards leading Philadelphia 131-126. Tyrese Maxey of Philly with 30 points. Joel Embiid with 25. Still a big lead at Miami for the Heat. 7 minutes to go. Heat up on the Hornets 117-99. Jaime Jaquez with 28 points. And mid-third quarter, the Knicks are leading at Milwaukee 73-69. Jaylen Brunson with 23 points. Everybody in the NHL is playing tonight. 16 games, including a Jets tie at Minnesota so far. It's 2-2 late second period. Philadelphia at home, a shootout winner against Pittsburgh 3-2. Vegas a 6-3 winner at Carolina. And in tennis, number 1 Carlos Alcaraz lost his second-round match at the Paris Indoors. Back to you.
All right, Steve, thank you. Have a great night. Man, you ever had that project you had to do, the group project, and you just didn't do it, you didn't show up, but somehow they put your name on the list and you got an A? That's going to be Andy Pajes at the end of this Super Bowl, the end of this World Series. If Dodgers win, he is going to be jumping around like, hey, in the celebration, but somebody's going to be like, man, you didn't do nothing on this group project.
I'll never forget when the Mets won in '86. Lee Mazzilli was on the team, and Lee was a star earlier, but not with that team,
Right.
just like a role player. And so he goes crazy in the celebration with the champagne, and he's pouring champagne on the general manager's head, Frank Cashin. And I'll never forget, he's being interviewed, and Frank Cashin goes, "It's always the guys who do the least who pour the most champagne." I said, wow.
Yo.
He did it on live television.
Hey, man.
It's always the guys who do the least.
That would be Woody Johnson if somehow the Jets won something.
like,
He would be like, it's always the quarterbacks that don't complete the
that's
pass,
right.
that want to celebrate. Oh,
Unbelievable.
man. All right, Rob G.
I don't even want to talk about this. I'm against this whole segment.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Exactly. Why are we talking about this?
Because Rob G's got sources.
Multiple sauces.
And
You got what kind? Honey mustard?
And
What
All
kind
the
of
sauces.
What kind of
Close
sauce?
to the situation. They told me this a week and a half ago.
Oh, boy.
And then it got confirmed earlier today by former ESPN fighting insider Mike Coppinger.
And what is that?
That Floyd Money Mayweather.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
And Manny Pacquiao
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a double.
are currently in talks for a rematch.
Oh, boy.
A decade after their snooze fest. This fight, if it gets agreed to, and from what I'm being told, that it's trying to fall apart at this point.
Nobody wanted that one.
But
10 years too late. 5 years.
This fight would take place in the spring of 2026 if they are able to come to terms.
Well, you like old people.
I do like old
So
people.
you'll be at the fight. watching two old people in their walkers and canes fighting each other. Floyd went from being one of the greatest boxers of all time, a scientist, great to watch if you love just technical boxing and all that great, and a master of the business of it. So now he's on side quests right now. He's doing side quests, and it's driving me crazy because, again, Rob G asked me, he was like, no, don't act like you're not going to watch it. I said, I promise you, I have zero, like, I'm looking, put the camera on me. Zero interest in watching this. There's nothing enticing. Floyd hasn't fought a real fight in 12, 15 years.
It's been a long time.
Manny has been trying to be a president of the Philippines, and then he boxes every now and again when he needs to. Neither one of them are real fighters. And if it's not, and it wouldn't even be a real fight. It'd probably be some exhibition. I have zero interest in this.
But this is what I told you when the Tyson thing. Remember, I was like, dude, I'm out on this. Like, stop. These are all just money grabs where people know people are bored. There are no real fights out there. They want something to do on a Friday night or whatever you set it up or whatever. Well, let me just see. I might see something. You know what I mean? We never got to see them really. Let me see this again. Like just spending money. Like because you have nothing else to do. You want to bring your friends over or whatever, have a Friday night party, fight party. That's what people need. But it's not, that's what they're banking on.
But it's a Friday night choreography party. Like, they're not even fighting. They're like, ready? They're going to be doing a TikTok dance. You swing, I swing, I swing when you swing, I swing when you. Like, they're not going to be fighting. Neither one of them can fight at this point.
But that's the problem, right? This
is going to be. They're going to be.
But you know people will buy it. People?
Well, that's why these things keep happening on Netflix and things like that, because it's the ability to sit home, turn on Netflix, and it'll be the first big banner.
But then the other thing, too, is people will go to Vegas. There are the people who are still trying to get there. I know they don't have the crowds they used to have, but I'm just saying.
I'll be there. By the way, I'm going to Vegas this weekend. Y'all got me nervous. Quick little 24-hour, I'm in and out.
Okay, I'm just going to, go into Vegas now in 2025. I'm going to give you a warning. Be careful.
It's like that?
Yep, because there's a chance a tumbleweed could hit you while you're on the strip.
I thought I was about to get robbed on the streets. You talking about a tumbleweed. Rob G, is it like, when the last time you've been in Vegas?
A year and a half ago?
Yeah, it's been a while. Rob G, when I went not that long ago.
Yeah, I know that's what I think I've been more recent than that.
No, I'm not saying there's nobody there, but it did feel.
So
I went to see Seinfeld. You remember when I went to see Seinfeld? It wasn't that long ago.
And honestly, Rob, it's gotten worse since you went, because I talk to Lamar Mitchell every week, right? We get him on the show, we talk to him off the air.
Shout out to Lamar.
And they are, as you guys know, they're building the track for the F1 again.
Oh, yes. That's holding the strip
It
up.
is horrible. Traffic, street closures.
Right.
You can't even walk in front of the Bellagio fountains anymore because they're building the grandstands. Wow. So all the locals are like, yeah, this is the worst thing we could have possibly done.
Now, they're also building the A's Stadium downtown.
Mm-hmm.
What was that, Rob G? The Tropicana?
Yeah, where the Tropicana was.
Tropicana, like right on the strip, right across from MGM, right there. I don't know how much that also is altering any traffic.
I think that's where I got to go.
Where you going, right? MGM?
It's a concert, yeah.
Who are you going to see again?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You're going to see...
Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Some bubblegum band?
No. No. It's a polar opposite of that. It's the streets.
Oh, really?
I was going to say, we celebrating blackness on this show.
It's a little too streets.
Okay.
Y'all need to know me like that.
Young Jeezy.
Mind your business.
I'll see.
I will neither deny nor confirm.
Unbelievable.
Hey. Boys to Men, the residency at the Mirage.
Ooh, is a New Edition there?
I mean, there used to be Boys to Men. Could be New Edition now.
Yeah, I think New Edition is.
Only thing is, they renamed the band to Old Edition. I'm just saying.
And Rob G there. Rob G can't wait. He's going to be front row.
We in there.
Front row. They're going to be serving.
I'll be dapping up the guy doing the greeting at the front. Be like, that's my life next.
Rice pudding. Rob G going to be right there. Ooh, and they got some rice pudding.
But the best part about going to a Old Edition concert now is that up front where they make room for wheelchairs. So if you just bring your own wheelchair, you don't have to worry about it.
You get right in. Free admission. All right.
Is Otani still in?
Yeah, he's still out there.
Oh, they're crazy. This is the third time around. Be careful.
So far, he's given up 10 runs, according to you. You do know that. Man. You do know that he's giving up 10 runs. And by the way, I predicted 5-4. Let's see if I'm right. Yesterday I was right on spectrum, 6-5. Let's see. I said 5-4 Dodgers win. See if I'm right again.
So if you say it and nobody's watching, is that the same thing as making a?
Well, you know people watching.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know it's your boy. You know it's your boy. All right, last call on the way. 877-99.
Last call already.
I know this one. We say that a lot, but this did fly by. You know it's real when Rob G even was like, man, this show flew by. All right, last call, 877-99
Because he's worked on some other bad shows, Rob.
See, you've been doing so good this last 3-4 shows.
He knows. I'm just saying.
I
didn't say what shows he was on.
Told you, Rob G used to be mean.
It was the first Odd Couple.
I would be all like, I'd be all nice, like, what's up, man? Hey, how you doing, Rob G? He'd be like, hey, man, here's the rundown. Just do the show. Like, hey, Rob G's a mean guy.
It puts the lotion on his skin. Just read the words that are in front of you.
Yes. By the time you're done, it'll be like 4 Odd Couples. Right?
That's a good point. All right. Last call. Fox Sports Radio.
Is with all the stuff that's going on, the gambling and whatever, I think this is the worst time ever to be a sports fan, especially NBA. I really do.
Break it down.
I think this is, if you're a sports fan and you love the NBA, there's nothing worse than the current NBA and the current scenario and circumstance that you're faced right now. And here are the reasons why, Kelvin. Style of play. All the threes, all that, just the style of play isn't basketball that I love to watch and watched all these games. I don't want to see teams taking 1,000,000 threes. We've seen it. The NBA All-Star game, scores over 200, no defense. We used to watch the All-Star game. It was never this bad, okay? Load management. Guys decide they just don't want to play. Teams are arresting people paying $500 for tickets, and the players decide they don't want to play. They don't want to play back-to-back. Michael Jordan in his last season in the NBA played all 82 games. It's just, that's another part of it. But there are two other parts. The fantasy sports, which is just ruined.
Do you have terrible conversations with your friends? Because you think it's going to talk about the game?
No. It's just,
man, he didn't do this. He didn't do. Did we talk about the game?
No, they don't care about the game. It's only what the player that they have and whether or not what they're doing. And then the last part, which is why, to me, this is relevant today, is the gambling aspect and the idea of parlays, and not about winning or my team winning, being mad, watching the game, being mad that the coach pulled the player out of the game, but he needs 2 more rebounds. Wait a minute. What are you doing? He needs another assist. Get back out there. He needs another free throw. What are you doing? Angry. Your team wins, but they didn't get your parlay. How in the world are you enjoying this when I give you all these scenarios? 4. The style of play, too many threes. Load management, a black eye on the sport, paying your good hard-earned money, nobody's showing, and then they don't want to play. Fantasy sports, everything's about fantasy rather than the game, or me caring about my team and them winning. And last, the whole parlay thing. My God, is that really where it's about the parlay? Not that my team won or they won by 16, man. That was a great game. No.
Why are you bummed your team won?
LeBron didn't get his other. He missed. He needed 1 more rebound.
Dude, we're the odd couple.
Am I over?
No, we're the odd couple, but on this subject, we are the even couple. I have a good friend of mine who was by far my great friend to talk sports with. You know what I mean? Just check in, watch the. He could be all across the country. You watching this game right now, World Series. You can just talk about the world. So watch this game. Wemby look great, and you just talk who you think's better. What do you like? You crazy? I'm taking hits. That was my guy. Drive home. I got an hour drive home. Let's talk sports. We all have that guy, or you got several. And he started getting heavy into parlays. He's the one guy he's that guy you even go back and be like, remember in 05 finals when you was rooting for, man, that was my friend. Then I started to call him, and man, what?
What happened?
I needed him to hit a mother 11-3. I'm like, wait, but ain't you going for the rooting for? Or that's not even your guy like that. I don't even know who this kid is. Right. I know, but I had the team at over 25 threes. So, and it started to change everything. I'm texting him about, man, the running back's got to run harder. I thought, why would you go for 3rd and 6? And he's like, man, random game about some guy needs to get 2 more assists. And I'm like, man, and it ruined that friend who I relied on.
That conversation,
who have that sports. I couldn't agree with you more. If you're not into it, and your buddies, that crew that used to be all about going to the bar and watching the game and meeting at somebody's house, it's changed everything. Now, to get back to everything else you were saying, style of play, because while it may be scientifically the better thing to do, to shoot the 3 and get it's also stylistically boring, right? I like mid-ranges. I like guys getting to the rack. I like post-up moves. Just simply shooting 3s and all, operating like that is bad. And as you mentioned, there was a moment when I was questioning the competition. Like, everything was a business decision. I got to wait right now, load management. I don't want to play because I'm not fully where I need to be. I don't want to play an all-star game or the dunk contest because if I lose, what do I have to gain if I don't do it? If I don't, everything became business decisions versus just the pure love of the game. And you start to see that. Couple Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday.
I hit it so good today. It was fun.
All right, Tiger. Easy. Getting a new job can be so much easier with Express Employment Professionals.
I just want to know, was he outside of a restaurant in the parking lot or was it somewhere else?
Just remember, everybody, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, and Babe Ruth.
Dr. King, too, don't forget
Dr. King. Yeah. And Rob Parker, we forgot that one.
You put him in some lofty. That was lofty.
Great men in U.S.
bro.
history.
You put him up there with Dr. King. Express Pros, that's right. Go check them out. Express Employment Professionals. With Express, you'll have local connection to the job market. Get started at expresspros.com. You're going to find a location near you. That is expresspros.com. It's now time for Last Call.
This is the Last Call.
It's last call time on the Odd Couple.
Thanks, Bud Mexican.
Wait, why did you even say that?
Bud Mexican? I don't know.
That's the best part about these drops.
Did I say that?
Is that I don't even remember why.
I don't know why. I don't remember some of the stuff that you have me saying. I don't remember it at all.
Do you remember this one, Rob?
Oh, boy. Which one was this? There's too much.
Burger is king. Oh, everyone is king. Hey, my side. Listen to Kelvin.
There's way too much me in this one. Way too much.
Where is king?
Yo, y'all must have slipped me or something in my drink or something to have me doing this.
Burger is king. All right, it is last call time.
I'm sure Orlando wanted to hang up.
Orlando in El Paso, you are the last call here on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Orlando?
Hey, back to back, guys. Thanks for having me again.
Appreciate you.
No, thank you guys. Listen, I just got to go at Jerry Jones again. I got to trash Jerry Jones today because today he came on and said the defense isn't as bad as it looks. Well, damn, if you're 31st, what, the worst is 32nd? Dead last? And
is that what he said?
Jerry Jones. Yeah, he said that. That is not as bad as it looks. Listen, the Cowboys defense is so bad, it's like using the toilet paper from Dollar Tree. You just don't do it, man. That thing's not going to work. All right?
Hey, Orlando ain't lying with that, bro. Some things in life you got to pay an extra penny for.
Is that right?
Toilet paper? Bad toilet paper is awful. You got to spend an extra little penny.
Bear cheek is 76, right, Rob?
That's. I'm whipped it out on Tom Brady and just put it all on the TV. What's wrong with cheap toilet paper? If it breaks through?
Man,
how big this thing was before I started biting these?
Yeah. That was a big hot dog.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Oh,
on your last day, the compilation is going to be.
It might be a 4-hour show.
It might be 60 minutes of just, oh, my gosh. Oh, Rob. 60 minutes of that.
Here, I got a great one for you. Rob Parker. I was like, hey, Rob, you ever heard of Tears for Fears? And he said this.
Tears for Fears is what happens when you choke on a hot dog.
Yeah, it's a good band.
It is. I was a little freaked out because it was too big. It was huge. And I was like.
Was it, Rob?
What was that?
Hey, that might be the craziest.
Alex, would you?
Cheerleaders going by. Wow. Okay.
No, they taped that while you were at USC.
Where was it? No, don't say that. What?
Somebody tapped into your head. Somebody had some technology.
What is this to show? Herman's head?
Herman's head. What is Rob thinking when he was sitting there with his
Alex,
pocket protector?
His
pocket protector and his calculator sitting there having a little coffee.
That was
there.
a good show, though. I remember that show, Herman's Head, on Fox.
I do remember that. Probably last.
Hey,
like 2 years.
K-Dot.
Yeah.
You want to see my favorite Chris Broussard one?
Okay.
He doesn't listen, so I can play
glad.
this.
All right.
Put Aaron Rodgers in my mouth anytime I want.
It's my all-time favorite.
That was us having a big fight one day.
It was so good. Do you remember that?
Man,
I do.
I know he would not have lunch. He would slip you $100 right now.
Speaking of Chris, today's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Chris.
It is. Happy birthday.
Yeah. Shot a little comment on the gram.
What is Chris now? 50?
I think he
7?
I feel like he put it on the age on the post. Maybe I'm wrong.
I think he's 50.
He's got to be closer to 60, right? Than 57. He ain't that young. Don't let the
die
fool you.
My guess is I'm going to go lower.
Fooling me. Nah,
54. 54.
I bet you it's 50.
54.
Nah, he's not that. He's like 5 years younger than me, right? So 50.
Like 54. 55 max.
No.
57.
Oh yeah.
50. Come on,
that
man.
Was you were on it?
I'm just like I knew it was like a couple. You know what I mean? Like the years, but. Congratulations, happy birthday. Many, many more to Chris Broussard.
For his birthday gift, Alex, I'm sure he wants you to bury that.
You think so?
Yes.
I would bet on that.
And the Dodgers are threatening here in the 6th inning, 2 on, 1 out. The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?